Hi friends, so in the last class we discussed about the tips and techniques how to improve the English communication. So please watch first that video and then watch this video, and please watch whole video so that you will learn too much things. So I already discussed that we will only talk in English, not talk in Hindi. So we have to come out from our comfort zone. Don't we stay in the comfort zone. We have to come out from the comfort zone. So we will only talk in English, and you know that for communication two things is important: tense and vocabulary. So I already discussed with you tense. I already discussed tips and techniques, and here I will complete tense, and after that I will come with the vocabulary and all. So for vocabulary we will cover some new sentences and new paragraph, and we will take some vocabulary and we will practice on it, so it will definitely help you. So here we will learn about that. Before starting tense, you know that three main types of sentences which is very important in daily life. And the first in the is the affirmative, known as the when you are giving answer, we say affirmative. Okay, now affirmative means I do, or I am doing, and negative means no. When you are showing no, for no, you have to use do, doesn't, don't, like this in negative. So that one we use in the negative. And interrogative is the question, when we ask a question with someone. So that time we start with interrogative. So we will discuss all the things, don't worry about it. So first we will start from present indefinite. As we know that tense is three types of tenses. Okay, now the tense have three types. So first is the present tense, second is the past tense, and third is the future tense. So this is the tense. Okay. um, Present, past, and future tense. So here I will start from the present tense. Present tense, there is some formula you have to remember always: subject plus verb for first form plus s or es plus object. S and es, this one only you have to use with he, she, and it. So with he and she and it, you have to use s and es with present indefinite tense. And subject is I, you, we, they. Okay, they, he, she, it. Okay, he, she, it. So this one is the these are the subject, and verb is the first form. Verb means there are some which is running, like work. Okay, na work, or doing, do is a verb. Do, fourth form is a doing. So don't confuse with the do and do does the different. Okay, now whenever we use in the say, present indefinite do and does. So otherwise don't remember this one, we can take other one. So do is also we have to use in present indefinite always in the negative sense. Whenever we are saying no to someone, like I do not play, I do not watch the cricket, I do not like to go, I do not like to go Delhi, or I do not like to swim, like this. So always you have to use whenever you are saying from I. So that time we will take many examples, don't worry about it, we will take many examples. Just remember the formula, just remember this formula, and write down in your copy. This is the subject plus verb first form plus sen plus object. So s and es we use with he, she, it. And this one is the negative sense. This one is the negative sense. In negative we say subject plus do or does only with the he, she, it. With he, she, it we have to use do and does, and plus not, plus verb first form plus object. And do does whenever we are asking the question, do or does plus subject plus not plus verb first form plus object, or WH family. We know that WH family have some where, which, when, who, how. So these are the WH family. Okay, now these are the, I always remember these are the WH family. Whenever we are asking in to someone question or anything, that time we use WH family. With WH word we use do or does plus subject plus verb first form plus object. So the very easy thing to remember, always a present indefinite tense. All you can remember if you are the very means you are learning first time, so you don't know about the tense. So always remember, in Hindi it's a come ता है, ती है, ते है, like this, means खेलता रहता है, ती है, ते है, like this. This one you have to remember. And here are some other indicators, like whenever you get a sentence like always, often. Okay, now often, usually. Often means praya, always, hamesha, usually. So every time, sometimes, seldom, never, every day, every week, every year. Means it's a running present time, it's a running. On Monday, after school, month, week, year, frequently. So this is the week means saptah. And one another one is week, this means kamjor. So these two are the different, so here we use weak, here wek, this is saptah, week. So if you get this type of a word, remember this is the indicator of present indefinite tense, and this one is the also indicator of present indefinite tense. So we ask in present indefinite four types of sentences, like we give the answer, we reply in the negative way, we ask the questions, or we ask the question through WH family. So these were the present indefinite tense, and the next one is present continuous tense. So present continuous is a present tense have four types. Okay, now present tense have four types. So here you can see present indefinite. Present tense. What we will learn. This is the this is the present tense. Okay, now. So these are the four types. First is present indefinite. Second one is present continuous. Third one is present perfect. Fourth one is present perfect continuous. So you don't be go to the deep. Okay, now you don't need to go to the deep. Every tense, just remember these three, which is used in daily life: present indefinite, indefinite, continuous, and perfect. Okay, now we use this one, but it's a very little useful. Means a native, even native speakers don't use this one. So I also told you that you also not speak all the Hindis. Okay, now you only use your daily life, whatever you are doing in daily life, and whatever is the necessary, that one only you speak. You not go in the deeply basis or Hindi. Okay, now you only speak 50% of Hindi. So don't think and don't try to go deep, because native also don't use this present perfect continuous in their daily life. So I also recommend you, don't be confused, don't go deep, just remember this three one: present indefinite this three, present perfect this three, and present future tense this three. So first one we understood, present indefinite tense. If you have any doubt, just ping me in comment, and another one is the present continuous. So present continuous tense, we know that this is the present continuous tense where we use verb fourth form. Verb fourth form means like uh, I told you that one word work plus ing. So what we get? Working. If we add ing, we will get working. So this is the verb fourth form. This is the verb fourth form. This is the shortcut verb fourth form. V means verb. So as I told you that subject, here is the subject. Okay, now here is the subject. So subject is the I, you, we, he, she, it, they. These are the subject. Is, am, are. We use is with is uses with he, she, it. Whenever you are starting a sentence from he, she, it, you have to use is. Okay, and am we use only with, sorry, am we use only with I. Okay, and another one is are we use with you are, like we are, they are. With that we use are. So write down this one and always remember, whenever you are using is, you have to use with this he, she, it, and I. With I we have to use am, and are we use with you, we, they. So this one in the affirmative sentence, and this is the negative sentence. And subject plus is, am, are plus not. Okay, now in negative we have to add not plus verb fourth form plus object. And in the when we are questioning to someone in interrogative, we have to use first is, am, are, then you have to start your sentences. Okay, first you have to use with is, am, are. Like, are you a single? Are you working in office? Are you working professional? Like this. With you we are using our am. uh, am I wrong? Am I right? Like this. Is with is he coming? Is she going to watch the movies? Is she going for the movie? Or is it yours? Like this. So this is I will give you too many examples. Don't worry about it. You will get means you will come out from the doubt. So don't worry about it. This is the WH family. I already told you WH family. There are 5 things which come in the WH family, and I already told you. If you not remember, where, which, when, why, who, how, like this, all came with the WH family. Whenever you are asking to someone questions like from WH family, you have to use first WH family, like why are you not coming with us, like this. So if you are starting the sentences from why, where, and in present continuous, so you have to use this formula. Okay, this is the interrogative. And some good part how to remember that sentence present continuous, like now, today, at that moment, right now, look, listen. So with that word you can remember easily that what sentences is the present continuous, so you can easily identify. So here we will go to the present perfect tense. So present perfect tense is the verb third form. Verb third form, we can take as one example, like sing. Okay, sing, sung, and sung. So this is verb first form, verb second form, verb third form. So these are the verb third form. Okay, this one I am talking. In present perfect, we use verb third form. Here you can see it's a subject, has or have, verb third form. So have we use with I, we, they, and has we use with he, she, it. Here with you also we use have. Okay na, have uses with this and has uses with that. So these are the affirmative sentences. These are the negative sentences after subject has have plus not. Okay na, I already told you in negative we use not, and in interrogative there is a has or have plus subject plus not plus verb for verb third form. And you hope you remember, hope you understood that what is the verb third form. Another example we can take work, worked, and worked. So these are the verb third form. This one worked and worked. Some word you will get in verb second form and verb third form. It will be same. Some verb is like this. So it will come with the time. So it will come with the practice. So don't worry about it. We will practice and we will start doing that one, and we will focus on the vocabulary. So you will get that one, you will clear that doubt also. So here is the WH family. Whenever you are using WH family, has plus, first start WH family plus has or have plus subject plus verb third form plus object. And how you will how you will identify some word you will get like never, time, in times means never means I have never been abroad before. So I have never been abroad before. So in this never, so been abroad before. So this is the verb third form. This sentence is of uh, saying about past, but it's still running. Okay, still say still has not gone abroad. Okay, never been abroad before. So it's running in the present situation. And we have visited London several times. Okay, we have visited London several times. So he like this. How long have you been here? How long have you been here? Or she's been firefighter since 2013. Okay, means now also she is a firefighter. Have you ever tried sushi? He has only just arrived. I have been married for 6 years. I have already finished my homework. Sorry I haven't called it. So far, 8. Up to now, recently, 4. Like this word you will get. This is the present perfect tense. So we will not go deeply in the present perfect continuous, but we will understand that what is the present perfect continuous. So I just gave you the formula. So here what and one more thing, present perfect, how you will remember present perfect, you will remember in Hindi चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हैं, like this you will get this word in the last in the ending of the sentences, ending point of the sentences. You will get this indicators. And present continuous, some indicators which you already you have to be remember always, like रहा है, रही है, रहे हैं. So these indicators will come in present continuous. So same we will discuss here. Present perfect continuous. In present perfect continuous, you will get some indicator like रहा है, रही है, रहा है, रही है, रहे हैं, but with time plus time. So when they're saying showing time, we have to use for or since. Any one we use with the present perfect continuous. In present perfect continuous we use for or since. So I will tell you the difference between for and since. When we have to use, we will get the many examples, so don't worry about it. So present perfect continuous, some formulas like this is the affirmative formula, this is the negative formula, and this one is the interrogative formula, and this is a WH family formula. Hope you understood all the things, all the what is the WH family, what is the, if you not, if you are not watching continuously, I have a request, please watch all video, please watch with some patience, you will learn many things. So don't go fast, don't skip the videos. So please learn and please give your time so that you will learn all the things. So don't take adhura gyan. So okay na, take all knowledge. So present perfect continuous, some indicator like how long, since, for, every night, every day, all day, the whole day, recently, lately, like this. You will get this type of indicator. Whenever you are getting this indicator, you have to remember that this is the present perfect continuous tense. Don't be confused with the present perfect tense. Okay. So because here you will get the time also, but in present perfect you will not get the time, only it will show like it's running in the past, but it's already done in the past, but still also running. So here in the present perfect continuous, it's running with the time, it's running with the, you will get the time also, from which year, from which month it's running. So like this.
Past indefinite tense is also very important whenever you are talking in past, whatever you have done in past. And every newspaper and every magazine, they speak in they speak of past. So past indefinite past tense is very important. And the indicator of past tense like ta tha, ti the, te the, like this. Okay, so this is the indicator of past tense. And with past tense we use verb second form. Subject, I already told you what is subject: I, you, he, she, it, we, they, uh, uh, we, they, that one is the subject. And verb second form, so there are some verb second form, third form, fourth form. So you have to remember verb first form, verb second form, verb third form, verb fourth form. So what is this? Like this: uh, go, went, gone, going. So like this is the verb first, second, third, fourth form. The same example we can take: work, worked. Here will be same: worked. Some verb words in some verb and words same is same like in verb second and third form. And fourth form is the working. Working, where we use verb plus ing. That one is the verb fourth form. Okay. So these are some rules. I will tell you everything about it. I have some stock of verb, all the verb forms. So I will come with that. I will make sentence. We will do practice. Don't worry about it. First, learn the formulas. First, learn the formulas of tenses. How we use the formulas. This is the affirmative formula: subject plus verb, second form plus object. This is the in negative we use subject plus did not plus verb, first form plus object. Interrogative, did, we start with did, and here is the verb second first form, because did is also the verb second form. Did the main verb is the main verb of did is do, did, did, and doing. So this is the do. Do second form is did. Did you are already starting from did. So when you are starting from did, so it should the verb should be the first form, not second form, because in the same sentence you can't use two times second form. Okay, you already used the first second form verb, so no need to be put second form again. Many people use two times, so that one is a incorrect sentences. Even the good English communicator also they start with did and they also put the verb second form. So you have to remember that this is the wrong sentences. And WH family, WH family, I already tell you. Sorry, WH family is the who, where, when, what, how, like this. All the WH family. With WH family, add did plus subject plus verb first form plus object. This is the formula. And some indicator like ago, I met my husband 16 years ago. In 2020, she started university in 2020. His parents married in 2004, like this. Last, we had coffee together last Saturday. On other day, I saw him the other day and he seemed fine. These are the indicators which will help you to identify the tense, but you don't need to be go deeply, okay now, because you always listen carefully the sentences, then only you can decide whether it's a in a past form, past indefinite, or which tense this from which tense is the sentences from. So like this, yesterday I stayed home yesterday and did some homework. I didn't text my friend yesterday. When I was cycling on the road when the rain started. Then I unlocked my bike and set off. First, first I put on my trainers. Suddenly, I was taking a break and suddenly I heard a loud crash. Last week, what did you do in your last week? A month ago, in 2010, this morning. This is the indicator of past indefinite tense. You have to be remember always. And past continuous tense. So past continuous indicator like रहा था, रही थी, रहे थे. So these are the indicator. So if you are starting from beginning, then you have to be remember this one. Only you have to be remember this one, but don't translate. I'm just telling you to remember the tenses, to identify the tenses. सिर्फ आपको याद रखने के लिए मैं ये रहा था रही थी हिंदी के वर्ड बोल रहा हूँ, बट by the time you will understand that what is the past tense, past indefinite, past continuous, all the tenses you will know with practice, hard work, and the daily communication with unknown person. You will automatically gain that knowledge. So past continuous, this is the indicator, and past continuous we use subject plus was verb plus verb full form plus object. So verb fourth form I already told you what is the verb fourth form. Here is the list. So this is the verb fourth form. This is the verb fourth form. Okay, remember this one. If you're not understanding, please note down. Pause the video and note down, and watch the full video so that you will get all the you will clear all your doubt, because we I have all the list for you. I made this for you. So you will get too many knowledge from here. Don't worry about it. So here was or where we use in past continuous was or where. So was we use with I and uh, we. I and he she it. 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 And were we use with, this is the were, like were and vadu. This is the were. In pronunciation use this were. Were we use you, we, they. Okay, with that one we use were. So this is the was or were uses. Okay, note down this one. And word fourth form I told you. This is the affirmative sentence formula. In negative we say when you are saying no. This is the answer, you are giving answer. And this one is the interrogative, you are asking question. So that time we put that was and where first, then start from was where subject verb fourth form plus object. WH family, if you are asking any question, use this formula, was where plus subject plus verb fourth form plus object. Indicator like last, week, year, month, etc. In 1984, in 2015, etc. Yesterday, while we were watching TV and was surfing the internet, when the ladies were talking when the accident happened. So here, this is the yesterday also. I also told you, na, yesterday you will get in the past indefinite also. So you will get this one in the with practice. So here's some difference. Like I stayed home yesterday. Yesterday is a, but you have to be listen sentence carefully. Here is the stayed, but look here with this verb they used second form, and here they used if you saying the same sentences. I stayed home yesterday and did some homework. So here if you are saying I was staying home to do some homework. So this is the difference. So indicator plus listen sentence carefully, then identify which sentence, which tense this is this sentence is from. So yesterday, but here the verb is verb fourth form. This one you have to be remember. Okay, I was staying. I was staying home. I was staying home yesterday. Sorry for that. Put yesterday here. I was staying home yesterday to do some homework. So don't go with the yesterday only. Remember, look the word also, verb also. Past perfect. In past perfect, what is the formula? Like in indicator, चुका था, चुकी थी, चुके थे. These are the indicator of past perfect tense, and here we use only had. If with every subject we use had, whatever is it, I, you, we, they, he, she, it, we use had with every subject. So subject plus had plus verb third form. Verb third form I told you. What is the verb third form? Here you can say, you can see that this is the verb third form. Okay, this is the verb third form. You can note down this one, verb third form, gone, worked, did. So this was the past perfect. And the past perfect, some formulas for the affirmative. This is the negative, this is the interrogative, this is the WH family. Some indicator like already, up to, then, before, after, once, for, just, never, not yet, until that day, when, like this. This is the indicator of the past perfect. And past perfect continuous. Listen, native don't use past perfect continuous, okay? And native, but the indicator is रहा था, रही थी, रहे थे, प्लस टाइम. Plus time. For time we use since or for. I will tell you the formula of where when we have to use since or for. This one also I will tell you. Don't worry. So this is the indicator. Just remember this one. And if you're beginning, just remember this one every time. And yeah. But talk in English, communicate with unknown person in English. They don't know that who are you. They only listen to you, their your words. So just talk with unknown people who are the good in the communication, and practice, practice, and practice. So the formula for this past perfect continuous subject plus had plus been plus verb full form plus object since of for. For timing we use since of for. Subject in negative, you have subject plus had not plus been plus verb full form plus object plus since of for. In interrogative we start from had plus subject. We start from had, then plus subject, uh, just put subject after had, plus been plus verb full form plus plus object plus since of for. But WH family had plus subject plus been plus verb full form plus object plus since of for. Some indicator like already, before, for, just, never, not yet, once, until that day when. I have some examples. Don't worry about it. I will give you the examples of the how to make the sentences. So I have in this video. Just वीडियो में बने रहो, सब कुछ सीख कर जाओगे इस वीडियो में, स्किप मत करो, वॉच द होल वीडियोस, यू विल लर्न मेनी थिंग्स, बहुत कुछ सीखोगे, जस्ट वॉच एंड लिसन माय वर्ड्स केयरफुली. आप listening is the main tool for the communicator. With if you are listening you will automatically gain the communication. So एक बच्चा माँ पापा बोलना सीख जाता है, क्यों? क्योंकि सुनकर, listening. When you are listening, by listening on automatically you will get the you will be a good communicator. And vocabulary stock is also important. So now we will start future indefinite tense. Future indefinite. So future indefinite tense is a some indicator you have to always remember, like ga, gi, गे, होता रहेगा, होते रहे, होती रहेगी, होते रहेंगे. Okay ना? So this type of some indicator you will get. So always remember this future indefinite means you are talking about the future which is not done till now. So that one is the future indefinite. So future indefinite some indicator, this one just remember. And the formula in affirmative, subject plus shall or will plus verb first form plus object. Now I hope that you are the your doubt have been clear for the verb first form, verb second form, verb third form, verb fourth form. You still, if you have a doubt, please ping me in comment. Hope this one is done. Sorry. Hope this one done, and hope your doubt is cleared. So now I'm telling you the shall and will. So shall basically we use with the I and we, but in the present situation people are not talking people are not using this shall with this I and we. Means with all people, just people using only will with all usually the formula is shall we use with I and we, and will we use it with he, she, it, you, they. With all we use they. But nowadays what people are doing, people are doing that people just using this will with I and we also. But the difference is shall, when we use shall we use the uses of shall. Okay, uses of shall we use when we tell about when we give some suggestion. Okay, suggestion, with suggestion, like shall I get a pizza for dinner tonight? Or offer, when we are giving any offer to someone, someone like shall I carry your umbrella, like this. So and instruction. So basically, shall we use with when we are offering something, when we are suggesting. So suggestion, when there is a suggestion and offer, just use shall. But it's a very very rare. People are not using, so it's a very rare of use. So that's, but remember the formula: subject plus shall or will plus verb first form plus object. And in negative, subject plus shall or will plus not plus verb first form plus object. In interrogative, shall or will plus subject plus verb first form plus object. And with wh family plus shall or will plus subject plus verb first form plus object. Some indicator like probably, I will probably be home late tonight. I expect, I haven't seen Peter today. I expect he will call this evening. Sure. Don't worry about the test. I am sure you will pass. Think. Do you think Peter will like the gift we bought him? Don't think. I don't think the exam will be very difficult. Wonder. I wonder what will happen. Hope. I hope Bob will pass the exam. I hope Bob passes the exam, like this. This is the some indicator. So, listen, shall you can use. if you are comfortable, if you're not comfortable, you can use will with everyone, every subject. But remember, whenever you are giving suggestion, whenever offering something, and this is not the means when you are doing in a legal documents now, that time you have to be clear that shall be used with the I and V, and we will be used with the remaining all the subject. Okay, so if you have doubt, please ping me in comment, where I will come with the next one individual video. So future continuous tense. So future continuous is the in a past. So the formula is subject plus shall or will plus be plus verb form plus object. Okay, we use be with every sentence. Okay, subject and in negative, subject plus shall or will plus not plus be plus verb form plus object. Interrogative, shall or will plus subject plus be plus verb form plus object. WH family, this formula, and some indicator like this time tomorrow, this time next week, etc. When, at time, at 7 tomorrow, at midday next Monday, etc. In 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, in 5 years, like this. And in time, you are when you are time when you are indicating time in 2 weeks, in 3 months, like this, in 5 years, like this. Okay, so this is the some indicator. And here you will you have to be clear that here it will be रहेगा, रहेगी, रहेंगे. Okay, रहेंगे. So like this will come, means here we are telling be plus verb for fourth form, means someone will do continuously in the future. I will give you some example. If you're not clear, I will give you some. I have a good example, and I am 100% confident that your doubt will be clear. So first to complete the formula, then I will cover that one also. So future perfect tense. So native not used future perfect tense. I already mentioned here. Native not, future indefinite and future continuous they use. Native not used future, also future perfect continuous also not used by the natives. So basically, remember this one, but they not use. Okay, they use the same sentences in a different way, in a past indefinite or past continuous, but not necessary to use in the same way, because the same thing means the करता रहेगा, वही है ना भाई, करता रहेगा, वो करता ही रहेगा. So that one no no need to be used. So native not use this one, but some indicator like चुकेगा, चुकेंगे, चुकेगा, चुकेंगे, चुकेगी, चुकेगी, like this is the indicator. And here with every sentence we put have. Okay, subject plus shall or will plus have plus verb third form plus object. Verb third form, hope you know what is the verb third form. Gone, worked, did, like this. And in negative we tell subject plus shall or will plus not plus have plus verb third form plus object. And in interrogative, shall will plus subject plus have plus verb third form plus object. And WH family, this is the formula. And some examples like I will have finished my report at 2 p.m. I'm gonna finish my report at 2 p.m. Going to future. Okay, now going to we use gonna. This is the going to, that one we convert to gonna. In the modern time now, means the modern girls and boys, they are using gonna when you are going to when you are see in the big city like Mumbai, Bangalore, and other big city, you will you will listen that that word is used by the teenagers and youngsters. So they are using this going to gonna. So like this. So I will tell you that one also. I have a good amount of good example for you. So and here is we are going to take a walk after class. They are gonna get married next in July. She is going to buy a car next week, like this. And future perfect continuous, no need to use this one. So please don't go deeply. I will request you, don't go deeply. बिकॉज जितना मैं बताया हूँ इतना में काम आपका चल जाएगा। आप इतना नेटिव ऑल्सो नॉट स्पीक, एंड आई ऑल्सो टोल्ड यू दैट यू ऑल्सो नॉट स्पीक हिंदी 100%। ओके ना, यू ऑल्सो नॉट, वॉट एवर आप जो हिंदी बोलते हो ना 50 to 60% बोलते हो भैया। आप मत समझो आप पूरा 100% हिंदी जानते हो। सो डोंट गो डीप, ओके ना, डोंट गो डीप, वट एवर इज नेसेसरी दैट वन ओनली डू। ज़्यादा डीप जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, इसको ज़रूरत नहीं है उतना सीखने का। अदरवाइज यू विल बी confused and you will not use the sentence correctly with anyone. So some examples we will take. So this is the examples of present indefinite tense. Subject plus verb first form plus s or es plus object. Now you will clear your doubt. I will give you a good example. Okay, I write articles on different topics. I write articles on different topics. I write articles on, मैं articles लिखता हूँ different different topics पर. I write articles on different topics. So here is a, we're starting from I write a I. I write articles on different topics. Second, he reads various kinds of books. He reads various kinds of books. He reads various kinds of books. They love to play football. They love to play football. She prefers to coffee. She prefers coffee to tea. She prefers coffee to tea. She prefers coffee to tea. Just listen this one. Means where this as is adding. Okay. Where this as not adding with I. Here with he as added. Here not added. Okay. Just focus this one. Just focus this word subject, then just focus this object one, how they are putting the object. Okay, so here he goes to the library every day. He goes to the library every day. Okay, so remember this one, how these tenses are covered. We come for shopping in this market. We come for shopping in this market. We watch movies in this cineplex. We watch movies in this cineplex. We watch movies in this cineplex. You always shop in the market. You always shop in the market. You always shop in the market. I sing different kinds of songs, especially modern. I sing different kinds of songs, especially modern. I love to listen to melodious song. Melodious means बहुत सुरीला. Melodious means बहुत ज़्यादा सुंदर. Melodious like Shreya Ghoshal voice. Shreya Ghoshal, Lata Mangeshkar, like very melodious. Melodious means like very very beautiful, and melodious means बहुत ज़्यादा सुंदर, बहुत ज़्यादा heart touching. Melodious. He loves to travel around the world. I'm not going to translate this one. मैं translate नहीं करना चाहूँगा. Just listen my word carefully. Remember that one. By the time you will get that communication, just listen that one and use that one. He loves to travel around the world. They always play cricket in that field. The poet writes romantic poem. The poet writes romantic poems. The poet writes romantic poem. The lyricist writes realistic songs. The lyricist writes realistic songs. Do you love to listen realistic songs? Do you love to listen to realistic songs? I do not like to quarrel. 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 I am a peace loving person. 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 So just remember this one. I know how to protest against injustice. 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 So this is the injustice. Injustice means we know that अन्याय, and realistic means real, right? Realistic songs means which is the which जो कि real है means in present life, which is indicating the life, not that imagination world. Quarrel means fighting. Okay, and Do you like to watch cricket? Do you like to watch cricket? From starting from do you like to watch cricket? I love my parents and my elder brother. I love my parents and my elder brother. Shally loves chocolate cake. Shally loves chocolate cake. Adam eats an apple every day. Adam eats an apple every day. Adam is a name. Whenever you are starting like Adam or any name, so you have to use with verb put as or yes. I go to school every day. I go to school every day. Dad goes to office every day. Dad goes to office with dad also. Dad goes to office every day. Dad goes to office every day. So write down if you are and practice this one and make the sentences. So here I'm giving you some examples. So how you will identify, like you do, she does, we do, they do, I eat, you do. Just revise this one. You do, you do, you do. I do, I do. She does, she does, she does. He does, he does, he does. We do, they do. I eat, you eat. She eats, she eats, she eats. We eat, we eat, we eat. They eat, okay, they eat. I swim, I swim, I swim, I swim, I swim. You swim, you swim. She swims, she swims, she swims. We swim, we swim. They swim, they swim. I walk, I walk. You walk, you walk. She walks, she walks. We walk, we walk. They walk, they walk. I know how to protest against injustice. That one I already told you. Huh? Sorry for that. I do not like to quarrel. I do not like to quarrel. She prefers coffee to tea. You always shop in the market. The poet writes romantic poems. He goes to the library every day. They always play cricket in that field. Guys, sorry for that. Some sentences coming two times. Okay, now. So please revise this one. Doesn't matter. Please revise this one. It will help you. They love to play football. I write articles on different topics. I write articles on different topics. We watch movies in this cineplex. I sing different kinds of songs, especially modern. The lyricist writes realistic songs. We come like this. So here we will take, because repeating sentences are coming. I am a peace-loving person, and he loves to travel around the world. Sarah does not want to share the cake. Mohak does not want to do his homework. I do not want to eat everything right now. I am not a cake lover, but Sarah for sure is. You aren't ready for such delicious cake. Listen, are not also convert to aunt, Areant, aunt. Okay, aunt, you have to pronounce like this: aunt, 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 aunt. Okay, aunt, 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 like this. Just pronounce like this. Do you play the guitar? Where do you live in Delhi? Does he play tennis? Where does he study? When does Raman usually get up? Who cleans the garden at the weekend? Something that is true right now. Something that is true right now. Anything that occurs on a frequent basis in the present occurs. This occurs means घटित होना, घटित होना. Okay, occurs, which something like which already done, occurs. Frequently, frequently means continue, means after frequently means by the time it's again and again happening frequently. And a statement that is always correct, a thing that is, or yeah, a event that is always correct, like this we have to make a sentences. I am 20 years old. I am a university student. I live in Delhi. The human body contains 206 bones. Okay, the human body means there are 206 bones. Okay, contains means that one is there. Contains means in Hindi, don't go in Hindi, but in Hindi is a hota hai, hote hai, like this. So but contains, just remember that something like something is there, contains 206 bone are there, so we put it contain. Okay, contain. And light travels at almost 3 lakh kilometer in a second. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth means rotate around the sun. Okay, this is the revolves. We also use rotate, revolves. This is the synonym. So the sun sets in the west. We produce laser for cosmetic surgery. They move into their new home next week. So I go to Mr. D and say I deserve a better mark in this class. Jones stops in mid court and passes the ball to Scuster. 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 Schuster. Scuster. Shooter. Shooter. Sorry, this is the shooter. Pronunciation is shooter. Sorry for that pronounce. This is the shooter. Shooter. Schuster. 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 Ball to Schuster, mid-court and passes the ball to Schuster. Schuster means like a hole mid-court and passes the ball in the Schuster. In basketball, when you are playing, that one is the Schuster. Schuster. You are putting that ball in the Schuster. 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 I always study hard for exam. Do you usually speak to him like that? Do you usually speak to him like that? I don't like the food they serve at that restaurant. I don't like the food they serve at the restaurant. Jim doesn't work on Friday. Jim doesn't work on Friday. My friends don't usually leave so early. My friends don't usually leave so early. I do not want to go with you. I do not want to go with you. He always does good work. He always does good work. Do you like me? Do you like me? What did they bring you? Did they bring you? What did they bring you? What did they bring you? Do you surf the internet every day? Does your boss give you positive feedback? Does Jonathan always turn off the light? This one just not remember. Okay, now this sentence is not remember. This one is the by mistakenly came. This is the past tense. Okay, there is a did. So don't you ever clean your room? Don't you ever clean your room? When do you want to meet me? When do you want to meet me? Why does Beth always complain so much? How much does the ticket cost? How much does the ticket cost? Why don't you ever go on vacation? Why don't you ever go on vacation? John likes me, doesn't he? All those girls speak French, don't they? Keisha doesn't speak Spanish, does she? Those boys don't play sports, do they? Ben goes to football practice every Tuesday. In general, I believe that all people can live in peace. Do you go to the supermarket every week? Keisha doesn't speak Spanish, does she? We go, we read, you cry daily, you read the book, they walk in the park. We go from Delhi to Mumbai. Sita and Gita dance. Ram and Shyam live in the city. You go from Lucknow to Devriya by train every day. He knows, she knows, the baby cries, Ram grazes his cow, he studies in Lucknow, she studies in Deoria, his brother plays, or his sister reads the English books. Ram's sister Gita goes to the market. This chair breaks every day. We do not read. She does not sing. Ram does not know. They do not go. Cat does not come. Boys do not know. Horse do not run. Ram and Sham do not sing. So these are the examples. Just to practice this one and listen carefully. We do not walk. He does not walk. She does not dance. Boys do not write. Cows do not eat. He does not write a letter. You do not go to the school. Ram and Shyam do not play. Her sister does not swim. You do not live in Bharat or you do not live in India. Ram's sister does not run. I do not eat. You eat? Does he read? Do they sing? Does Rita dance? Do Rita and Geeta dance? Do I love? Do I know? Do we know? Do you dance? Do you work? Do you take tea? Does the read? Does she read? Does she read? Does Sita go? Does Ram cry? Does his brother play cricket? Does his brother play cricket? Does she see? Does she sister? Does her sister go to school? Does her, not she. Does her sister go to school? Does teacher teach you? Does he loves you? Do you go to market? Do I cry? Do you not eat the food? Do you not go to school? Does she not live in Mumbai? Does Ram not live in Delhi? Do Sita and Geeta not walk? Do you not live in the market? Does she not sell mobile? Do you not teach children? Do they not sing a song? Do you not read? Why do you go to school? Why does Ram sell milk? What does he sell in the market? In market. Whom do you love? When do you go to school? When do you go to school? How does she ride a cycle? Who does not know you? How much does Sita sell a packet of milk? What does your father do? Where do you live in Lucknow? Why do you not live in Delhi? When do you not go to the school? How much does she sell a bicycle for? Where do you go to? Whom do you not like? Why does Raju not run? Why do you not go to school? When does the dog bark in the woods? Why do not you get up in the morning? Why does Sita not cook? What do you do? Where do you live? How do you go home? Why does not she cook the food? When do you go to school? Do you ride a bicycle? Do you know how to sing a song? What do you like? What do you like? Why do you and she run? Where do you go every morning? She reads the book every day. Do you operate a computer? Do you know how to operate a computer? Ram does not go to home. When do you eat food? How do you play games? When do you and I go to school? Why don't we read? Why do you live in Deoria? He goes to school. I go to market. I live in Lucknow. She goes to tuition. Fish lives in the water. Fishes lives in the water. The sun rises in the east. I know. I love you. I know how to eat the food. I know how to drive a car. You know how to operate a PC. I do not know you. I do not hate you. You do not read the book. She does not go to school. He does not know how to cook the food. I do not read. They do not go to New Delhi. She does not live in London. I do not drive a car. Do you go to library? Does she go to tuition? Does she go to tuition to learning computer? Does he go to school? Do you learn programming language? Do you love me? Does he hate me? Does your sister teach kids? Does your mom teach for more money? How do you learn all books? When does your teacher teach you? How does your mom teach you? Why do you learn a programming language? Since when do you live in Lucknow? Where do you study in New Delhi? Since when do you drive a car? Why does fish drink water? How does she drink milk? She goes to school. Does she go to tuition for learning computer? How do you use soap? Do you know about India? Where does your brother study in West Bengal? Do you learn grammar? I understand you. Not I am understanding you. I understand you. Okay, na? That's why I'm putting this in the bracket. Don't tell that I am understanding. I understand you. This cake tastes wonderful. Not this cake is tasting wonderful. This cake tastes wonderful. This cake tastes wonderful. And some signal words like how to identify always, often, usually, sometimes, seldom, never, every day, every week, every year, on Mondays, after school, month, week, year, frequently. These are the indicator of the present indefinite. So we discussed about the present indefinite. Now we will discuss for the present present continuous tense.
तो प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट हमारा हो गया। अभी प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस में जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया इसमें वर्ब का फोर्थ फॉर्म लगता है। ठीक है, बहुत सारे एग्जांपल लेंगे, आप इसे समझें। एग्जांपल के साथ आपका बहुत सारा डाउट क्लियर होता है, क्योंकि वो फॉर्मूला आपको पता रहेगा, आपको सब कुछ पता रहेगा कैसे करना है, बट एग्जाम्पल जब आप करोगे तो आप पूरा डीप में क्लियर होता है। उसमें आपको बोरिंग जरूर लगता है, बट आप बोरिंग रास्तों से ही आपको सक्सेस मिलेगा, सफलता मिलेगी। आप इसमें समय दो। So please watch this video and just observe what is the examples, and make sentences in your daily life. Just make sentences. So here it's a formula. Here is a subject also. So just add this subject plus is mr plus present participle. So present participle means the verb fourth form. Okay, so there is some examples like Mary is going to new school next term. What are you doing next week? Are you listening? Are they coming to your party? Are they coming to your party? It's a question. We are asking question, right? So with they, you, we are using are. When is the going? When is she going home? What am I doing here? I am not doing that. You aren't listening. You aren't listening means you are not listening. You are not listening in the short form. Are not, we say aren't. Aren't. How you will pronounce aren't. Aren't. Okay. Aren't. They aren't coming to the party, or they are not coming to the party. She isn't going home until Monday, or she is not going home until Monday. George is great. He is always laughing. At 8 o'clock, we are usually having breakfast. When I get home, the children are doing their homework. When, uh, when, when I get home, the children are doing their homework. Michael is at university. He is studying history. He is studying history. I am working in London for the next 2 weeks. These days, most people are using emails instead of writing letters. And it's true, nowadays people are not writing any letter, just they are using emails. What sort of clothes are teenagers wearing nowadays? What sort of music are they listening to? He Children are growing up quickly. Not he, it will be the children are growing up quickly. The children are growing up quickly. The climate is changing rapidly. Your English is improving. It's always raining in London. They are always arguing. Arguing means bahas, arguing. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Wishing you a great day. I am singing at church today. The boys are playing ball after school. She is crying. He is talking to his friend. The baby is sleeping in his crib. The baby is sleeping in his crib. Crib means lap. Crib. The baby is sleeping in his crib. We are visiting the museum in the afternoon. We are visiting the museum in the afternoon. Visiting verb fourth form. We are visiting the museum in the afternoon. So sleeping in his crib means one type of lap. Lap, you know, right? He is not standing. He is not standing. Anthony is sitting in the chair. Anthony is sitting in Anthony is sitting on the chair. It's not in. It's on. Anthony is sitting on the chair. You are not watching the movie. Rose is reading a book. She is not going to the a game tonight. He is meeting his friends after school. Are you visiting your cousin this weekend? I am not going to the meeting after work. Is John playing football today? Mark is making pizza now. They are eating lunch right now. Frances is talking on the phone at the moment. Is she laughing? Are you listening to the teacher? Is the baby drinking his bottle? Are you going? Jack and Jill are always fighting. She is constantly complaining about her sister. Constantly means frequently, like continuously complaining about her sister. Her mother is forever misplacing her keys. Shopping online is growing in popularity nowadays. It's true, right? People prefer to shop online. The stocks are dropping constantly due to the economy. Today, most people are using text messages instead of the phone. We are leaving for the beach tomorrow morning. The kids are arriving at 6 o'clock. She is speaking at the conference this evening. I am writing articles on different topics. He is reading various kinds of books. They are playing football now. She is drinking coffee. He is going to the library. We are coming for the shopping in this market. We are watching a movie in this complex. You are shopping in the market. I am singing different kinds of songs, especially modern. I am listening to melodious songs. So there some are same we discussed, right? So this all we will not again we will not cover. And my mom is cooking beef with cabbage. I am helping him to do the task. Are you watching cricket on television? Action happening now. Action in the future, like this means this is the this is the indicator. Okay, now means it's currently going on. Muriel is learning to drive. So this is not the sentence. Okay. By mistakenly it's a came when I transferred my all the data from Excel. So that time it's happened. So just ignore that one. If you get any mistake, I will tell you whatever is the mistake or whatever is the not correct sentence. So don't worry about it. Whatever I am taking na, just write down. Okay na. I am living with my sister until I find an apartment. We are eating at Joe's cafe tonight. We have already booked the table. They are play tennis with you tomorrow. They are not working. When are you starting your new job? What am I doing? I am talking to you right now. I'm watching a movie at the moment. Something smells good. What are you cooking? The children are sleeping now. Sorry, he can't come to the phone. He is eating dinner. You can call him at the office. He is working until 7 o'clock. We are living in London for the next 2 years. We are here. We are. This is the next year. Na, this is the present perfect continuous. Okay, na, because we are using for and we are mentioning time also. Okay, this is the time for next 2 years. So present perfect continuous. Okay. We are renting a house at the beach. Remaining all are present continuous tense. Whatever is a different sentence, I will tell you. Huh? We are renting a house at the beach for the rest of the dinner. I am working as a cashier until I graduate a college. My husband is taking a 3-month holiday from work. They are staying with us until they find an apartment. I am leaving in a few minutes. Call me later. I am studying right now. Are you working late tonight? I'm eating broccoli and potatoes. Broccoli and potatoes. Do you know what is the broccoli? Broccoli. 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 What is this broccoli? Tell me in comment if you know this broccoli word. Potato, you know, right? Aloo. I am studying chemistry this semester. Are you still working at McDonald's? My son's not eating enough vegetables. Okay. We are meeting at the restaurant tonight at 8 p.m. I am going out with the guys this evening. Are you working tomorrow? Serena Williams is playing Maria Sharapova in the finals tomorrow. Is she moving next week? We aren't practicing today because of the rainy weather. I am always forgetting to bring my lunch. She is constantly complaining about something. Oof, ugh, why are you always playing video games? My neighbors are constantly arguing and fighting. Why are you continually asking me where I am going? I wish you weren't always criticizing me. Want. Okay, now this is the were not. Were not. In short form, we say weren't. Okay, in short form, weren't. Weren't. Pronounced like weren't. 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 This is the small. No, weren't. It's getting darker earlier each evening. My sister's health is slowly improving. My hair is finally growing out. Your English is getting better and better. I am eating fruit and vegetables. They are playing football in the playground. We are going to school in the morning. The teacher is teaching in the classroom. She is watching a comedy movie. Ben is reading a book in a library. The sun is shining in the afternoon. Harry is singing a fantastic song. They are listening to music. You are living in London for 1 year. This is also for 1 year. This is also present perfect continuous tense. Okay. Children are playing on the ground. They are going on the tour during summer vacation. Jack is learning to play the guitar. We are doing great work. She's suffering from stomach ache. Stomach ache. Ache means one type of allergy. One type of allergy. That one is the ache. Stomach. I am learning and I am learning the Spanish language. I'm learning the Spanish language. She's blowing the dust from the blower. He is sitting on the roller coaster for a ride. He is sitting. The verb is sit. In bracket, I mentioned the verb also. Blow is the first verb. Sit is the first verb. This is the fourth verb. This is the go. I am going to London for a business meeting. Okay. How verb first form converting to verb fourth form in present continuously. There is a verb for eat. She is eating too many chocolates at that time. She is wearing a beautiful dress at the party. Wear converted to wearing. Some signal words you should remember like now, today, at the moment, right now, look, listen. These are the some signal word. So now we'll moving to present perfect tense. So this is the first subject, then plus has or have. Past participle means this is the verb third form. Okay, here also it was na past participle. Here is the cut this one, write this one. Verb fourth form for present continuous. Verb fourth form plus object. Okay, and this present perfect. This is the verb third form. Verb third form is a past participle. So some examples we'll take. I have finished my work. You have finished your work. He has finished his work. She has finished her work. They have finished their work. So for he, there are say her, has, her, his, like this. You don't need to be confused. Huh? He, his, she, her. These are the same. Huh? She converted to her. He converted to his, her. him, he, his, him, she, her. Okay, these are the some. Same, this is for male, this is for female. I have not finished my work. You have not finished your work. He has not finished his work. She has not finished her work. They have not finished their work. Have I finished my work? Have you finished your work? Has he finished his work? Has she finished her work? Have they finished their work? Haven't I finished my work? Haven't you finished your work? Hasn't he finished his work? Okay, this is the question we are asking. Hasn't she finished her work? Haven't they finished their work? So, have not, we say in short form, haven't. Has not, we say hasn't. Hasn't. Okay, like this. Hasn't. Hasn't he finished his work? Haven't they finished their work? Have you not finished your work? Has she not finished her work? Has he not finished his work? Have they not finished their work? She has lived here all her life. They have written 3 letters already. I have worked here since I graduated school. He has finished his work. We have been to Canada. She has forgotten her folder. We have gone to the beach many times. I have lived in the United States since 1990. It has rained a lot in this month. I have just finished my internship at the museum. She has lost her wedding ring. I have lost my purse. We have seen this movie already. He has broken his leg. There has been an accident. We haven't seen her today. They have been to the mall twice this month. She has watched that show 3 times this week. The children have made a mess in the kitchen. He has started a new job. She has finished her course. Course. She has finished her core. Core. Core means work. House related work. House related work. Core. Core. Where have I left my sandals? Have you visited England? Has she met John? The book came out yesterday, but I have already read it. She has just left the building. He hasn't finished it yet. Why has he gone already? Have you called your mom yet? Has Anthony played basketball yet? My sister has already made a big cake. You have grown since the last time I saw you. It hasn't drunk the water. I have seen that movie. We haven't received any mail since we were retired. They haven't gone to the shopping center. Have you played the piano? No, they haven't. I have known Michael since high school. My baby has slept since all night. I have never seen to Texas. They have bought a new car. I have studied at home for 1 hour. There has been an accident. People have not traveled to Venus. Venus is a planet. Alex has studied 2 foreign languages. She has learned to speak English. She has learned to speak English. This is double L. Traveled, we write double L. That's incorrect. She has gone to the library. You have not gone home. They haven't lived here for years. Where have I left my wallet? My sister has lost the key to the bathroom. He has never eaten these pizzas. The army has attacked that city 2 times. You have listened to Madonna in the concert. Scientists have split the atom. Have you ever stayed in a hotel? Why has she said like that? My dogs have not eaten anything. Tom isn't at school. I think he has gone to the theater. The hens have laid plenty of eggs. They have had many cars since I remember. This one is wrong. Don't focus this one. This one is wrong. I have been to London. He has entered in a restaurant. How long have you lived in the city? They have stayed in the pool since at 9 o'clock. Have you ever played basketball? Have you ever met Michael? The baby has broken the glass. Have you been to this place before? Have you been to this place before? I have answered 20 questions so far. They have bought laptops. She has written 4 letters. We've already had our breakfast. So we say we've 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 pronounced it like this. Sansa and Sashi have known each other since they were at primary school. My mother has just finished the cake. We have asked too many questions. The banana has not turned brown yet. My father has worked in Austin for a long time. I have put the money on the table. She hasn't slept since yesterday. I have worked as an engineer for 2 years. My brother has driven a car before. They haven't phoned me. They haven't phoned me. They have not phoned me. I have made you a cup of coffee. Have you seen the lion? The glass has been outside for recess. The glass has been outside for recess. Recess means recess means like holiday in your free time. Haven't seen Mary recess. Sorry, where was that? Recess recently. Okay, I haven't seen Mary recently. Recess. This one. Sorry, not here. Holiday. Okay, holiday. This one don't focus this one. So recess means holiday. She has watched this movie several times, and I haven't seen Mary recently. We haven't gone to watch the new movie. My mother has just cleaned the house. My son has been sick since Monday. Sick means not good, not healthy. This sick sick means not healthy. I've known Mary for 7 or 8 years. I have eaten lunch. Have you read this book yet? I have been to Madrid recently. I walked here since April. I haven't bought the book yet. We have never tried to invent something new. I have never seen such an expensive house. Her behavior and attitudes have changed a lot since you last saw her. She has already come. My brothers haven't ever gone to Spain. He has broken his leg. I have had five quizzes and 6 tests so far this holiday. Have you just finished homework? They have bought the notebook. Have you ever been to Mexico? Have you ever been to Mexico? Nobody has ever said that to me before. I have been to China 4 times. Samuel hasn't called for 8 months. George has never traveled with a train. Traveled double L. Just put double L. V double LED. There is a single. I have seen that movie already. Have you done your homework? They have earned a lot of money thanks to your job. Thanks to our job. Football teams have scored a lot of goals this season. I have never seen a famous person. I have visited four of our clients today. I have already ironed the shirts. Who have you spoken with? She has never been here. I have cleaned my room. Has the post arrived yet? He has just scored a goal. He has just scored a goal. They have not played basketball. Doctors have found a cure for many diseases. Disease means like many types of disease like bimari. Okay, in Hindi we can say uh, bimari, disease. Just remember this pronunciation and word also, spelling also. Alexis has run 3 miles. Have you finished reading the newspaper yet? I have already written the report. I have ever seen the lake. Has your brother finished decorating it? You have told me that before. John's seen Harry Potter. You haven't won the contest. She hasn't heard from him. I have seen an alien. He has lived in Bangkok. Have you been there? We have never eaten caviar. Caviar. Do you know what is the caviar? If you know, then please tell me in the comment box. Caviar. 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 Caviar is a many people like it. So this is the caviar egg of fish. Fish eggs. Okay. Caviar. I have bought a car. John has broken his leg. Has the price gone up? The police have arrested the killer. I have worked here since June. He has been ill for 2 days. Ill and sick, the same minimum for sickness. Ill or sick. Okay, this is the same meaning. How long have you known Tara? I have been here for 20 minutes. I have been here since 9 o'clock. John hasn't called for 6 months. John hasn't called since February. He has worked in New York for a long time. He has worked in New York since he left school. We have played football on the ground. He has written a letter to her friend. They have worked in the field. She has sung a song in the classroom. I have planted some plants in my garden. I have woken early in the morning. Woke woke means uthna. Okay, woken or awaken. We will cover this one also. I will come with the new one video. No, don't worry about that. I have a responsibility. Listen, friends, I have a responsibility to build your vocabulary strong. So don't worry. Vocabulary, we will work on it. Harry has brushed her teeth. My mom has cooked food. They have gone home. He has drunk water. He has eaten food at my restaurant. They have gone to Canada. I have learnt all the sentences. She has bought a new car. We have worn new clothes. I have gone to the classroom. We have watched a new horror movie. I have learnt the French language. They have written a comic book. They have written a comic book. They have written written a comic book. So reading also means means when you focused on your 100%. Okay, now usually we say read when you are reading. Reading means you are fully focused on the book. Reading, that time we use reading. Okay, and is there any other word which we left? Uh, this one I think you know, right? War. This is not an. This is e. Huh? War. War. I have understood all the questions. I have run very fast in the field. Squirrels had stored nuts for the winter. Squirrel, we know, right? Gilhari had stored nuts. Nuts means nuts, which is like dry fruit, something like peanut or something. The sun has risen in the east. We have combed my hair. We have combed. Comb means skunky. Combed means making your hair nicely in good way. So that is combed. I have eaten French fries. French fries, you know, right? French fries, potato chips. Some signal word will cover like never. I've never seen abroad before. Times we have visited London several times. How long? How long have you been here? Since she's been a firefighter since 2030. Ever have you ever tried sushi? Just he has only just arrived. I have been married for 6 years. Like this. Already. I have already finished my homework. Sorry, I haven't called it so far up to now. Recently, 4. This all are signal for the present perfect tense. Okay, that one we covered. Now we are going to present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect continuous tense we will start. So there is a subject has or have plus been plus verb fourth form. Verb fourth form wish. So some examples like he has been playing football for 2 hours. He has been playing football for 2 hours means he's playing from past, but it's a continuously running. He's playing from last 2 hours. So for the child has been studying since morning. She has been kneading the floor. She has been kneading. She has been kneading. Kneading the floor means you are cleaning. Okay. Kneading. Kneading means rushing. You are rushing your floor. घस रहे हो अपने फ्लोर को. Kneading. Kneading. And I have been playing my favorite game. They have been working in this office since last year. Julia has not been making a sponge cake. He has not been reading his favorite book. She has not been planting for 3 hours. She has not been planting for 3 hours. They have not been studying since morning. They have not been studying since morning. Since morning. I have not been traveling. Has he been studying since morning? Has she been planting for 2 hours? Have they been traveling for 2 hours? Has the farmer been plouging the fields? Plouging the fields? Plouging. Plough. Plouging. 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 Plouging means this is the plouging the field means jotna. Plouging. You are plouging your field. Plouging. Plouging. Jotna. Remember this word. Has he been smoking since 2011? I have been learning French since I went to school. Why have you been disturbing me? He has been watching TV for 2 hours. He has been smoking since 2015. He has been writing an interesting essay. Essay, you know, right? Essay means kahani. I have been taking the dose of medicines for 2 days. The farmers has been planting since morning. I have been learning English. Rita has been driving the black car for 5 years. The children have been watching the TV all the day long. John has been smoking for 5 years. The mechanic has been fixing my bike since morning. I have been planning my holding for 1 week. My holiday, sorry. I have been planning my holiday for 1 week. He has been obeying the orders of his boss. Some signal word like how long, since, for, every night, every day, all day, the whole day, recently, lately. They all are signal word. They all are signal word. Okay. So we completed the examples of present tense. Okay, so just revise that one. Okay, now past indefinite tense. So past indefinite tense we already learned about the formula and all. So but for the reminding, I'm again telling you this is the subject. This is after subject we use a verb second form and verb second form and object. So this is the past indefinite tense. So the example is I wrote articles on different topics. I wrote articles on different topics. He read various kinds of books. He read various kinds of books. He reads various kinds of books. They played football in that field. 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 Then she preferred coffee to tea. He went to the library yesterday. We came for shopping in this market last week. We watched a movie in this Cineplex yesterday. You used to shop in that market. I sang different kinds of songs, especially modern. I listened to melodious songs last evening, and he loved to travel around the world. They played cricket in that field last week. Maybe some sentences are the repeating, but don't worry about it. We have a too many sentences. We have a too much stock, so don't worry. You will get many sentences example, and so that's why I came with that example so that I can clear your doubts. So the poet wrote a romantic poem. The lyricist wrote a realistic song for the program. Did you go to the concert of realistic songs? I could not attend the program because of my busy schedule. He was a man of parts. I helped him to do the task. We enjoyed the program thoroughly. I went to the Dhaka International Trade Fair with my elder brother. I went to the school. They appeared for the exam. She sang a song. I watch television in the evening. So all are the verb second form. Okay. All are the verb second form. You can look here. These are all are verb second form. Okay. And next one is I washed my clothes. She finished her work. I read my English books. I read my English book. I attended my English class today. It rained today. She called me. She passed her test. The children played cricket. I cleaned my room in the afternoon. I wrote a song. I learnt something new today. I did not eat my lunch. She did not complete her work. He did not pass the exam. I did not read the newspaper. She did not go to the market. I did not wake up early in the morning. He did not buy anything. They did not scold me. They did not scold me. And he did not catch the bus. He did not catch the bus. She did not go to the school. She did not go to the school. She did not go to the school. She did not go to school. She did not go to school. He did not catch the bus and they did not scold. Oh, here is the scold. Scold means SCOLD. Yeah? SCOLD. Scold means like abuse. When you are abusing someone, scold. That one is the scold. They did not reply to the mail. They did not reply to the mail. The train did not arrive at the station. I did not play cricket yesterday. Mohan did not write an email to his manager. Mohan did not write an email to his manager. We did not complete our work. Did you go to work today? Did you go to work today? Did I say something wrong? Did they shift to New Delhi? Did you meet him? Did you meet him? Did you meet him? Did you know about the Child Labor Act? Did you understand my words? Did his work prove futile? Did his work prove futile? So the word is futile. Futile means unnecessary, means which is not any which is not any use. Futile, futile, futile. You can say worth. Futile. Did Shyam score the goal? Did he message you? Did you put on the shoes on your shoes? Did Victor turn on the lights? Did you monitor the class? Did ISRO get success in Chandrayaan Mission 2 or Chandrayaan Mission 3? Did ISRO get success? Did the government pass the Farmer Safety Act? Did Trump lend him some money? They came, he helped me, he went to Patna, I wrote a letter, I went. These all are the past indefinite. You came, you wrote a letter. Sita sang a song. The teacher taught. The teacher taught. I saw him. He did not eat. I did not read. You did not come. They did not try. The children did not go. I did not go to the school. I did not go to school. I did not see. We did not go. You did not work. Ram did not play. He did not eat. Did I eat? Did you play? Did he come? Just note down all the sentences, whatever I am telling you. So, did Ram go to school? Did you play? Did he come? Did you play? Did you love? Did I eat? Did Ram walk? Did you try? Did you read? Did he see? Did he go to school? Did you not eat? Did you not watch TV? Did Ram not run? Did you not go to school? Did you not play cricket? Did you not go to Lucknow? These all are the examples. Did you not see Taj Mahal? Did she not eat salty? Did she not eat salty? Did his brother not read? Did you not cook the food? Did you not ride a car? Why did you read? Where did you live? When did you get up? Why did Ram go? How much you buy a shoe for? Why did you go to school? What did you do? Why did Sita go to school? Why did Ram and Lakshman come to Ayodhya? When did Bharat freedom? When did Bharat freedom? Or when did India freedom? Or when did India get freedom? When did you go to Delhi? Why did you not come to school yesterday? Why did you not go to the market on 22 August? Why did you not eat food? Why did you not teach me? Why did you not tell me? Why did you not cook the food? Why did you not kill him? Why did you not drink water? Where did Sita not live? I did. You arose. Arose. Arise, arose, arose in. The word arose is the second part. Arose means uthna. You arose. Uthna. Utha. I beat you. I beat you. Beatna. Beat. She came from Australia. He played the match. She wrote my copy. I drank water. I drank water. You drank milk. Fish drank water. I did not drink water. You did not drink milk. Fish did not drink water. She did not come from Australia. You did not arise. She did not write my copy. He did not play the match. Did you arise in the morning? Did you come from Australia? Did you drink milk? Did you read the book? Did she write your copy? Did I live in New Delhi? Did you install this app? When did you come from London? What did you do? What did you do tomorrow? Tomorrow? Where did you live? Where did you arise in the morning? What did you mean? Why did you beat him? Why did you come from Australia? I did my homework. I did not do my homework. These all are the examples. Just note down and give the revision always. When did you come from New Delhi? What did you want? Where did you stay tomorrow? Why did you live in Germany? When did we time pass? Time loss. When did we time loss? I played when I was younger. I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. Drawing on my fine command of the English language, I said nothing. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do. I wanted to buy a candle holder, but the store didn't have one, so I got a cake. I have never played a hero before, so I jumped at the chance. My fake plants died because I did not printed to water them. Pretend means palan. Pretend. Dekbhal. Pretend. This one. Pretend. Some signal word like ago. I met my husband 16 years ago in 2020. She started university in 2020. His parents married in 2004. Last. We had coffee together last Saturday. The other day. I saw him the other day and he seemed fine. Yesterday. I stayed home yesterday and did some housework. I didn't text my friend yesterday. When? I was crying on the road when the rain started. Then I unlocked my bike and set off. First I put on my trainers. Suddenly, I was taking a break and suddenly I heard a loud crash. Last week. What did you do in your last week? A month ago. In 2010. This morning. This all were the past indefinite. Okay, just look these sentences and remember how to use this type of sentences and just make the sentences. So read with me. I will give you the vocabulary and I will make the sentences. If you're not doing, just practice with me daily basis. Just come and practice with me. Don't worry. So
Past continuous tense. So past continuous tense, the formula I already told you and formula is already written here above. So just look into the formula and the B form. We also say that was and were is a B form. Subject plus was or were plus ing plus verb plus verb full form and object plus object. So sub some examples we will take like she was beating her child. He was blowing the dust from the blower. What was she buying for her husband on his birthday? What was she buying for her husband on his birthday? The next one is he was breaking his own plaster in the hospital. Were you cutting down the tree last night? Were you cutting down the tree last night? She was dealing with the shopkeeper yesterday. Shopkeeper. Were we going for a panic? Were we going for a panic? Shopkeeper, you know, right? Shopkeeper, who who is responsible for the who give the all the things, and when you are buying something and when you go to the shop, so shopkeeper. He was hiding something from us. You were hiding. Hiding means chipana. Shopkeeper, dukandar. Okay, and plaster has been buying. Blowing the dust. Blowing means बहना. बहना. Dust मतलब गंदगी. Dust धूला. धूल जो होती है ना धूल, वो धूल के बारे में बोल रहा है, डस्ट, वो डस्ट होता है. And you were playing the bill, you were playing you were paying the bill to the delivery boy. They were sitting on the roller coaster for a ride. He was looking behind your back. She was sleeping in her bedroom. What was he doing in the backyard? बैकयार्ड मतलब पीछे, जो पिछवाड़ा एक पीछे होता है ना, घर का पीछे, उसे बैकयार्ड कहते हैं. His feet were bleeding so much during the match. She was driving the Royal Royce at the time. I was watching TV when she called. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. What were you doing when the earthquake started? I was listening to my iPad, so I didn't hear the fire alarm. You were not listening to me when I told you to turn off oven off. Turn the oven off. Oven off. Turn the oven off. Oven एक मशीन होता है, राइट? Turn the oven off, जिसमें हम खाना कुछ गर्म करना होता है. While John was sleeping last night, someone stole his car. Stole means चोरी कर लिया कार को. Sammy was waiting for us when we got off the plane. While I was writing the email, the computer suddenly went off. The computer suddenly went off. What were you doing when you broke your leg? I was subboarding. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. At midnight we were still driving through the desert. Yesterday at this time I was sitting at my desk at work. Last night at 6 p.m. I ate dinner. I started eating at 6 p.m. I started earlier, and at 6 p.m. I was in the process of eating dinner. I was studying while he was making dinner. While Ellen was reading, Tim was watching television. Were you listening while he was talking? I wasn't paying attention while I was writing the letter, so I made several mistakes. What were you doing while you were waiting? Thomas wasn't walking, and I wasn't walking either. They were eating dinner, discussing their plans, and having a good time. She was always coming to class late. वो हमेशा क्लास में लेट आता था. He was constantly talking. He annoyed everyone. Annoyed means बहुत ही बोरिंग, बहुत ही एक नज़रअंदाज कर देना. Annoyed जो बर्दाश्त के बाहर हो. I didn't like them because they were always complaining. It did not change to didn't. Did not change to didn't. D-I-D-N-T. Didn't. I was studying when she called. While I was studying, she called. You were just studying when she called. Were you just studying when she called? The salesman was helping the customer when the thief came into the store. So this is the thief. Thief is the thief means chore. The customer was being helped by the salesman when the thief came into the store. So this is the voice. This is the active voice. This is the passive voice. So look how they changed. The salesman was helping the customer when the thief came into the store. The customer was being helped by the salesman when the thief came into the store. He was listening to music, so he did not hear the phone ring. It started to rain while we were walking in the garden. While I was studying, the bulb fused. When I was talking on the phone, she spilled the food on her dress. Spilled means गिरा देना. Spilled. S-P-I-L-L-E-D. Spilled. Last morning at 7 a.m. I was exercising. Yesterday at midnight she was studying for her exam. She was studying for her exam. Last night at 12 a.m. I was partying with my friends. Last night at 12 a.m. I was partying with my friends. At midnight we were still waiting for a taxi. While I was writing, He was cooking. He was working on the laptop while I was watching a movie. He was working on a laptop while I was watching a movie. What were you doing while I was studying? They were discussing their future plans while walking on that beach. They were discussing their future plans while walking on the beach. When I reached the shop, the customers were busy shopping and the suppliers was taking orders. When I went to the beach, the people were playing with the waves and some were enjoying the street food. Jack was always coming to work late. I did not enjoy myself with them because they were always showing off. Sarah was constantly dancing. She surprised everyone. When we go to the house yesterday morning, the baby was drinking a bottle. He was waiting at home all day when she sent him the message. Alan was cutting the grass the other day when the snake appeared. I was not sleeping. Appeared means perkat hona, okay na? I was not sleeping when you got home late last night. What were you doing when the alarm went off last night? Were you calling me when I emailed you this afternoon? What was she doing this time yesterday? I was having a great conversation with him when his ex-girlfriend interrupted it. I was having a terrifying dream when the alarm clock went off at 6 o'clock this morning. While we were playing tennis, it started to rain. I was listening to my music, so I didn't hear the phone ring. While she was sleeping, someone took her phone. I was making dinner when he arrived at my house this evening. He was going to pack a ham sandwich for lunch, but he decided to make a peanut butter and jelly instead. Dan was going to accept the job offer in New York but changed his mind later. I was going to spend the afternoon at the mall but decided to stay home instead. Mark was making pizza while Anthony was watching him. She was playing the piano while Anne was singing on stage. We were sitting outside while the planes were flying overhead. I was wondering if you could walk the dog for me this evening. She was wondering if you could babysit after school today. We were wondering if she was able to meet us at noon. I was wondering if you could open the door. Our neighbor was always telling us funny stories about his daughter. Grandma was constantly singing songs when she made us breakfast. My husband was always taking about friends from school. She was always taking all my ideas. So next one, I was forever worrying if I would make the team. They were playing basketball after school. He was eating food. The rain was raining tonight. She wasn't watching the movie. They were going to the library. He was doing a great job. I was not writing a letter. My television wasn't working properly. We were celebrating a festival. The teacher was teaching in a class. The dog was barking a man. They weren't studying English these days. Donna was buying a new phone. She wasn't coming to the party. My dad was going to London. They weren't speaking English today. The sun was shining. I was doing well. He wasn't watching a movie for 2 months. I was traveling by train. They were going to market. He was playing football. I was watching a movie. She was talking about yourself. Children was coming to the classroom. Children was coming to the classroom. I was writing articles on different topics. He was reading various kinds of books. They were playing football in that field. She was drinking coffee in that coffee shop. He was studying in the library. We were shopping in this market last week. We were watching a movie in the Cineplex yesterday. You were shopping in that market. I was singing different kinds of songs, especially modern. I was listening to melodious songs last evening. He was traveling around the world. They were playing hockey on that field last week. The poet was writing a romantic poem. The lyricist was writing a realistic song for the program. Were you enjoying the concert of realistic songs? I was not watching the cricket match on television. He was practicing to sing the song for a program. I was helping him to do the task. We were enjoying the program thoroughly. I was shopping at the Dhaka International Trade Fair with my elder brother. It was snowing yesterday. Snowing means barf girna. Barf girna. It was snowing yesterday. They were eating at the restaurant. You were walking yesterday. I was studying last night. I was waiting for the cab when I met Raj. The children were shouting when the teacher came in. It was midnight when it was raining. Everyone was clapping. Clapping means ताली बजा रहा था. Raj was practicing the guitar after class. The baby was laughing when I came into the room. The children were playing in the garden. The girls were dancing as the music played. The child was eating an apple. Trina was going to the library. The dog was barking in the night. The students were not studying for the test. The armies were going to war. My mother was baking a cake for me. The birds were chirping in the sky. Chirping means chahana. Chahana. Chirping, 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 chahana. The kite was flying in the sky. Kites mean जो होता है जो आसमान में हम उड़ाते हैं ना कुछ उसे पतंग बोलते हैं पतंग पतंग बोलते हैं देसी भाषा में कुछ उसे गुड्डी बोलते हैं तो ये पतंग को हम काइट बोलते हैं काइट KITE हम बोलते हैं उसे पतंग को वो मतलब होता है काइट काइट कुछ सिग्नल वर्ड है जिससे कि आप पहचान सको इसे लास्ट वीक ईयर मंथ एटसेट्रा इन 1984 इन 2015 एटसेट्रा yesterday while we were watching TV and was surfing the internet when the ladies were talking when the accident happened and now verb third form so verb third form is this is the formula and examples of past perfect tenses it is the past before the past okay it is the past perfect is the past before the past so and we often use already and by the time to use this tense so we often use already हम ज़्यादातर already we use the already and by the time to use this tense we can use the past perfect to show the order of two past events we can also show two past events in the same sentences I will give you the example so ये कैसे होता है past के पहले भी past जो होता है उसी पर डिस्कस करेंगे अभी एग्जाम्पल के साथ हम शुरू करेंगे जिससे कि डाउट क्लियर होगा तो हमारा फर्स्ट जो एग्जाम्पल है वो है I had caught 10 fish before my dad caught one. So look, here is the two past events. Means the father also caught one fish, and after father, son also caught one fish. So son is saying I had caught 10 fishes before my dad caught one. Okay, first son caught 10 fishes, then father caught one. So before his father, the son caught 10 fishes. Okay, so this is the two past events showing. When we found our dog, he had gotten stuck in a fence. Fence means जो कवर किया रहता है जो फेंसिंग किया रहता है जाली जैसा लोहे की जाली जैसा जिससे कि आप बाहर नहीं जा सकते हो या वो जाली में हो when we found our dog he had gotten stuck in a fence मतलब वो जाली में फंस गया she didn't eat any of the stew because she had already eaten a big lunch. With a quick glance, I could tell that the teenagers had visited the store. So, with a quick glance means jhalak. Glance means jhalak. I could tell that the teenagers had visited the store. Nick told me that Martha had visited him this morning. She said I had taken a wrong turn. They claimed the cat had broken the vase. The cat has broken the vase. वेज मीन्स जो फूल रखने का जो फूलदान होता है उसे कहते हैं वेज. ओके. एंड ग्लेंस मीन्स झलक होता है. एंड if I had studied harder, I'd have passed this test. If my dad had asked for directions, we wouldn't have gotten lost. मीन्स मेरे पिताजी अगर डायरेक्शन पूछ लेते तो हम अभी गुम नहीं हो जाते. So like these two past events is running. So we could have avoided this mess if you had just told the truth. Avoided means अनदेखा. I had just finished my breakfast when Jack knocked on the door. When the detective arrived, the police had already built a perimeter around the crime scene. Detective means sandigd detective. Okay. She saw that a creepy statue had been in the hallway just a moment ago. Sore, SWORE. Sore का मतलब होता है promise, means swear. जैसे swear होता है ना, swear, SWEAR. swear का ही second form होता है, second and third form होता है swear. SWORE. Swear. Okay. Swear is the like कसम खाया उसने. Sure. She swore that a creepy statue had been in the hallway just a moment ago. Creepy statue means भयानक. Creepy means भयानक. Creepy. Swear मतलब swear का कसम खाना. He'd started a new painting when I entered the studio. Before we could even ask, they'd already gotten us relief. He told me he had not ever been to Italy before. He told me he had not ever been to Italy before. He told me he hadn't ever been to Italy before. She scowled at me, and I hadn't even said anything. She scowled at me. SCOWLED. स्कॉल्ड का मतलब होता है मीन्स आप किसी को रौब जमा रहे हो, मतलब रौब जमा कर स्कॉल्ड एट मी. And I had not even said anything. The mall hadn't been open 5 minutes before it was packed with Christmas shoppers. The mall had not been open 5 minutes before it was packed with Christmas shoppers. I don't think my parents believed us when we said we had not saved the dog. And other example like this, I don't think my parents believed us when we said we hadn't saved the dog. So its intentions are same or repeated? Okay, here is showing had not, and we changed had not to hadn't. Okay, now these are the changes. And we also used here now had not been to, hadn't to, had not. Okay, these are the changes. Had not changed to hadn't. HADNT. Hadn't. I had writing articles on various topics before he came. He had read different kinds of books before you came. They had played football in that field before it started to rain. She had gone to the coffee shop before she came home. He had studied in the library before he came to the class. I came here after you had left. We had shopped in that shop before we came home. We had watched a movie in that cineplex before he came. You had shopped in that market before you came home. I had practiced the songs before the program started. I had listened to melodious songs before I started the work. He had traveled around the world before he came to Bangladesh. They had played hockey in that field before it started to rain. The poet had written a romantic poem before he came to the program. The lyricist had came to the program before the minister came. Had you come to the program before I came? I had not watched a cricket match on television before you came. So these are the before. After using before, there are two sentences are coming. Okay, now these are the two events is showing. Means two past events are showing. So these are the two past events which we are reading. So after before, they here we can see the another sentence is also included. So that's why I told you that two past events are also done in this form in this tense. So he had not practiced the song before he sang it in the program. I helped him to do the task after I had finished my work. We had taken an ice cream before we left the ice cream parlor. She stayed up all night because she had received bad news. They lost many of the games because they had not practiced enough. Anthony had met Rian before you introduced him to us at the party. You had studied Italian before you moved to Rome. She had established her company before 2008. He had never played football until last week. They had gotten engaged before last year. I had fallen asleep before 8 o'clock. The teacher asked if we had studied for the exam. The usher asked if we had purchased our ticket. Purchased means kharidna. My neighbor asked if we had seen her dog. The boss had asked it would be a long meeting. We wished we had purchased the winning ticket. I wished I had told the truth. We wished she had seen her friend. The boy wished he had asked another question. She had just left the scene when the ambulance arrived. He had just put the dog on the leash when we got there. The bus had just left when we got to the shop. I had just gone outside when it started to rain. I had never seen such a beautiful sunset before I went to the island. We were not able to stay overnight at the hotel since we had not reserved a room in advance. She had never been to the symphony before last night. Mark knew Philadelphia so well because he had lived there for 5 years. He understood the math test because he had been tutored all week. I did not have any cash because I had lost my purse. I had been to Mexico once before. If I had seen him, I would have told him the news. Before he did his homework, he had stayed after school for help. She had lived in California before moving to Texas. The cat had chased the bird before it flew out of the yard. Before it flew out of the yard. Flew means उड़ जाना. We had just called home when my mom texted us about returning the car. She had visited several doctors before she found out what the problem was with her hand. If we had called ahead, we would not have needed to wait so long for a table. I had not eaten at that restaurant before today. Samantha hadn't had time to explain her side restaurant the story. My friends hadn't ever restaurant to France. My friends had never gone to restaurant to US either. Had you cleaned up the mess by the time restaurant come home? Had Adam ever spoken to the CEO before restaurant was fired? What had they said that made restaurant so angry? Why had he agreed to work restaurant that salary? How much had he drunk before your restaurant to home? John had known about the cancer for a couple of years. Restaurant he. They had been in business together. Restaurant they. Jennifer, Jennifer hadn't spoken to you about restaurant, had she? Means you are giving the answer, but with question also. Had she? Had they? Means आप पूछ भी रहे हो इसमें with sentence. Okay ना? They had never eaten a proper Indian restaurant, had they? The train had just left when I arrived at the station. इसका मीन्स देखो दे हैड नेवर ईटेन अ प्रॉपर इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट वो कभी भी इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट में खाना नहीं खाया है क्या उसने खाया है लाइक दिस but had they no need to use okay now you just use till this till here no need to use had they had she it's enough she had just left the room when the police arrived I had just put the washing out when it started to rain he couldn't make a sandwich because he'd forgotten to buy bread the hotel was full so I was glad that we'd booked in advance my new job wasn't exactly what I'd expected. So these were some examples. She'd published her first poem by the time she was 8. We'd finished all the water before we were halfway up the mountain. Had the parcel arrived when you called yesterday? When the police arrived, the thief had escaped. The thief had escaped when the police arrived. I called his office, but he'd already left. It still hadn't rained at the beginning of May. I went to visit her when she just moved to Berlin. It was the most beautiful phone I'd ever seen. Had you ever visited London when you moved there? I'd never met anyone from California before I met him. I lost so much weight because I had begun exercising. He stayed up all night because he had received a lot of homework. Rachel hadn't lost hope, and in the end, she found her baby. Rachel hadn't lost hope, and in the end, she found her baby. I had met him before you introduced her. I had met him before you introduced us. They were in shock because they had never thought about it before. We hadn't prepared at all before we took that test. You said you had bought this dress in the mall. You had studied German before you moved to Germany. He hadn't studied Italian before he moved to Italy. I came with means a lot of example, so you can easily clear your doubt. Huh? Just look and listen. I did not have any money because I had left my wallet at home. I had already fallen asleep before 10 o'clock. They had established their business before 2002. We had gotten married before 1985. Kate had never played the drums until last night. Molly had wanted a guitar, but she received a book. They had lived in Italy for 12 years before they moved to England. I had owned this place for 2 years before I sold it. You had used that pen before it was lost. I had uh, I had that house. Sorry, I had had that house for 8 years before the fire. The baby had cried before her father came. Had the water boiled when you went to kitchen? By the time I returned home, he had already left. When I came home, they had already eaten the meal. He began to run after he had seen the cat. They began to run after he had seen the cat. I had never seen such a nice beach before I went to Hawaii. Hawaii is a good place. And I had lived in London before I moved to Paris. She had washed her hands before she cooked the dinner. Before she cooked the dinner, उसने अपना हाथ धो लिया.
Did the students go home after they had visited the library? I returned home because I had forgotten my notebook at home. And some easiest method, like to remember the past perfect tense. I had said, I had seen you, I has made you, I has made him, I had made him, I had done the work, I had watched the film, I had come, I had not abused him, I had not said that, I had not met him, I had not gone there. Had you gone there? Had you met him? Had you celebrated the Diwali? Had he come? Why had you gone there? Why had you not gone there? And some signal word like already, go up to them, before, after, once, for, just, never, not yet, until that day, when. These all are the signal word you can remember whenever you are getting this type of word, but also remember the sentence. आपको sentence भी देखना है, not only signal word, then only you have to recognize that which one is the past perfect tense or not. Okay, now we will discuss about the past perfect continuous. Okay, so people not use this, native not use this past perfect continuous, but we will take the examples for your clarity, and if you want to learn all the tenses, so we will take the examples so that you can clear your doubts. We had been playing video games for 5 hours. She had been cooking for 2 years. There is a timer for 2 years, for 5 years, and I will also tell you the uses of for and since in this video. So just keep watching the video, and so you will get your doubt clear. Don't worry, I will give you that one also. I will tell you that one also. So that had been watching movies since morning. They had been watching movie, not that. They had been watching movies. John had been losing weight before his an accident. I had been reading books for 5 months. Girls had been singing a song since 3 o'clock. He had been helping your parents for 5 years. My father had been living in California for months. My son had been studying hard during exams. She had been not eating medicine for 2 months. He had been laughing loud since little age. Carrie had been running a 10 kilometer for a young age. He had been calling your client for 2 hours, 2 years. I had been doing a job at a young age. She had been loving our children since birth. I had been living a podcast for 3 weeks. They had been using an iPhone for 2 years. Before there is an, okay now. So and we use before the article a e I o u. That one is the grammar. He had been improving your communication skills. Temple had been opening morning for decades. I had been learning English for 2 years. He had been drinking milk out the carton when mom walked into the kitchen. I had been working at the company for 5 years when I got the promotion. Martha had not had been walking 3 miles a day before she broke her legs. The program that was terminated had been working well since 1945. Kathy had been playing the piano for 35 years when she was finally asked to do also with the local orchestra. He had been throwing rocks at her window for 5 minutes before she finally came out on the balcony and said, "Hey, Romeo." He'd been drinking all day. It had been pouring, P-O-U-R-I-N-G, pouring, P-O-U-R, pronounce it pouring, P-O-U-R-I-N-G, pouring, P-O-U-R-I-N-G. So pouring means too much, pouring with rain. Okay, means घनघोर like. It had been raining and the ground was still wet. Wet means gila. Pouring means घनघोर. Wet means gila. I had been working on my essays and the night before, and I was very tired. Student 1 asking, how many years had he studied law before he came a judge? He had studied law for 10 years before his appointment. What had she been doing before she moved to Texas? She had been working for a designer in New York. Okay, there's a question and answer. And some other example, like he had been playing hockey for 2 years. He had been making satisfactory progress since his admission to the college. I had been working under the supervision of Mr. Williams. She had been looking for her lost watch for 2 hours, but she did not find it. Some signal words like already, before, for, just, never, not it, once, until that day, when. So these were the past perfect continuous tense we completed. So past perfect continuous focuses on the activity of working and particular time in the past. Okay, na. So it will come with the activity, something which is happened in the past, but with time, but with time. So that time you have to remember that this is a past perfect continuous tense that is happened in the past. So now we have completed the past tense examples of all tenses: past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. These four are completed. Okay, now we will move to our future tense. So we will go and cover to future tense. So now we will take the future example, future tense. We will start the future tense. So the first example we will take, that is I shall eat pizza. I shall eat pizza. I shall eat pizza. So shall and will, I already told you where we use the shall and will. So shall be used whenever you are suggesting anything, whenever you are give suggestion, okay, or whenever you are offering something. So where that time you use shall. But nowadays people are not using shall. With all the things people are using only will, not using shall. Okay, so people are using only will. But I shall eat pizza. We shall eat snow. Snow means बर्फ. हाँ, we shall, भाई बर्फ कैसे खाओगे आप लोग? We shall eat snow. Snow means many things are there. खाने के लिए बहुत सारा चीज है भाई, बर्फ क्यों खाना है यार? Really. So he will make an aeroplane. He will make an aeroplane. She will fall in love with a prince. It will make a sense. You will consider his request someday. They will make up for the destruction. Danny will butcher the buffalo. Butcher का मतलब क्या होता है? BUTCHER, butcher. BUTCHER, butcher मतलब कसाई होता है. BUTCHER, butcher, pronounce butcher. This is the butcher. Cars will operate on electricity in future. And in future, no man, it's a present. प्रेजेंट में ही हम देख रहे हैं अभी कार आ रही है अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रेजेंट में कार्स विल ऑपरेट इन ऑन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इन फ्यूचर. प्रेजेंट में ही चल रहा है अभी क्या. आई विल डू दिस वर्क. वी विल किल देम. ही विल प्रपोज हर आफ्टर शी गेट्स मैरिड. शी विल ड्राइव अ स्कूटी. They will take benefits from the government by protesting. It's okay. Sahul Gandhi will be our new ruler. Oh man, please, this is the Sahul Gandhi. Don't go with any political region. This is the Sahul Gandhi, and just remember, Sahul Gandhi will be our new ruler. I shall go. We shall walk. We will read. Ram will go to school. They will come. I shall go tomorrow. Some other good example, easiest example, like I shall play, I shall work, you will dance, you will walk, I shall not go, Ram will not read, I shall not play, boys will not read, you will not go to school, he will not live in Patna, Shyam will not dance, you will not go to Delhi. These are some good examples and short examples. You will not come tomorrow. They will not read. They will they go to school? Will you go to Delhi? Will you love? Uh,
will you love means आप क्या हंसोगे will his brother go to bazaar will mummy beat me shall I go to school shall I operate laptop will you be engineer will her sister be software engineer will Geeta be army will she not be a doctor will she not drive a car won't you eat their food won't they go to Delhi won't you go to America won't Geeta be a software engineer won't Ratan arrive here won't it rain tomorrow won't means will not we say won't okay now remember this one will not changed to won't wont won't nowadays people are using basically teenagers and youngsters are using I won't come I won't be able to do like this will not means won't you go to tomorrow go won't you buy a laptop when will you go to school when will you bath means nahana bath why will she leave from here where will she go how will she go where will Ram go to Delhi why will they run what will you do in Lucknow what will you sell when will you arrive when will she arrive why won't you go to school why won't you go to school why won't you go to school why won't you study in Delhi what won't you do how won't she tell a lie means jhoot how will not she tell a lie why won't you beat him beat means marna beat means marna why won't Geeta be a doctor why won't she eat why won't she arrive why won't laptop work why won't her brother arrive we shall move to another city he will come to New York tomorrow they will make a phone which has artificial intelligence it will rain in the coming hours. There will be a hard few days ahead of us. Sarah will be a mother. Winter will come again. Will Lisica see that woman in your school? He will live in the different city. You will answer, Canny. I can't carry this luggage myself. You will help me. I will read to you as soon as I get London. What will he drink at lunch? Will they learn English next month? क्या आपने अगले महीने नहीं अगले महीने नहीं अभी सीखो इंग्लिश next month will they learn English next month will we come to see us in winter will we come to see us in winter means ठंड में जब ठंड बढ़ जाती है दिसंबर के मंथ में जनवरी के मंथ में will he make a cake on Monday when will we come to New York how will Jessica paint this wall means diwar what will your mother give you where will we play guitar on Thursday you will call when you arrive I will or I will also change I will also change to I'll I double L you'll I'll I'll okay I'll pronounce like this you'll 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 okay this is you'll so you'll okay you will or you'll he will or he'll है ना hill means mountain होता है ना hill he double L hill she'll 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 she and double L she'll he'll and they will means they'll 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 will not or won't won't I already told you I'll keep looking until I find my book will begin when everyone arrives I'll keep looking until I have found my book will begin when everyone has arrived and some signal words like probably. I'll probably be home late tonight. I expect. I haven't seen Peter today. I expect he'll call this evening. Sure, don't worry about the test. I'm sure you'll pass. Think. Do you think Peter will like the gift we bought him? Don't think. I don't think the exam will be very difficult. I wonder what will happen. I wonder. मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा आश्चर्यचकित हूँ. Wonder. I wonder what will happen. I wonder what will happen. Hope. I hope Bob will pass the exam. I hope Bob will pass the exam. Wonder आश्चर्य. I hope Bob will pass the exam. I hope Bob passes the exam. Okay, the same meaning. Both are the same meaning. You can say one thing in different ways. Okay, na? So in different ways you can say the meaning is same. So the both have the same meaning. That's why I told you some sentences are native also not used. Future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Here we use will plus be plus verb fourth form. Will plus be plus verb fourth form. Some examples like I shall be sleeping at around 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. tomorrow. They will be playing at this time tomorrow. She will be watching TV when I come home. I will be working in the office while you watch a movie. I will be writing articles on different topics. I will be writing articles on different topics. Or Robert will be reading various kinds of books. They will be playing football in that field. April will be having coffee in this coffee shop. Bob will be going to the library. We will be shopping in that market this Monday. We will be watching a movie in the Cineplex on next Friday. You will be shopping at that market tomorrow. I will be singing different kinds of songs, especially modern. I will be attending a program of my varsity on Friday. Jeff will be traveling around the world in March. They will be playing hockey in that field on Thursday. The poet will be writing a romantic poem for the program. The lyricist will be writing a realistic song for the film. Will you be going to the concert of realistic songs? Okay, these are some good examples. Another example like I will not be attending the program because of my busy schedule. Robin will be joining us at the evening. I will be helping him to do the task. We will be going to enjoy the musical drama. I will be arranging all the necessary materials for the program. I will be playing tennis at 10 a.m. tomorrow. They won't be watching TV at 9 p.m. tonight. What will you be doing at 10 p.m. tonight? What will you be doing when I arrive? She will not be sleeping when you telephone her. We'll be having dinner when the film starts. Take your umbrella. It will be raining when you return. This time next week, I will be bathing in Bali. Sunbathing means when you are sleeping in the beach and taking the sun heat. So that is the taking the sun vitamin D. That one is also the sunbathing, known as sunbathing. By Christmas, I will be skiing like a pro. Just think, next Monday you will be working in your new job. He will be coming to the meeting. I expect. I guess you will be feeling thirsty after walking in the sun. You will be missing the sunshine once you are back in London. You will be bringing your friend to the pub tonight. Will Jim be coming with us? Will she be going to the party tonight? So these are the some good examples. Will I be sleeping in this room? I will be seeing Jim at the conference next week. When he is in Australia, he will be staying with the friends. I will be eating with Jane this evening, so I can tell her. In an hour, I will still be ironing my clothes. Tomorrow, he'll still be suffering from his cold. Next year, will she still be wearing a size 6? Won't stock prices still be falling in the morning?
Unfortunately, sea levels will still be rising in 20 years. This is the present condition also. Sea levels are rising in present due to environmental change. ओके ना, अभी देख रहे हो वातावरण में अभी सी लेवल बहुत बड़े बड़े शहर आने वाले समय में पानी के नीचे चले जाएंगे. They will be cooking food at this time. I will be going to the coffee at the tomorrow. He will be playing video games on Sunday. John will be writing a letter to her sister. We will be swimming when you return. She will be doing a great job. She will be singing at home. We will be eating outside on Saturday. They will be going home. Ben will be losing weight. Ben will be losing weight, and I will be buying a new phone. The T will be teaching in a class. The T will be teaching in a class. The T will be uh, not teaching, huh? Not teaching. The T will be serving. Serving means serve करना सभी को. The T will be serving in a class. Serving in the class. He will be studying hard during the exam. I will be talking with my best friend. Or the T will be teaching in the class, or we can also say like this is not T. This is the name. This is the name. So in the place of T, we can just put the any name. Like here is the T. We can cut the T, or we can say that Sarah. Sarah. We can put name the Sarah. The Sarah will be teaching in the class. The Sarah will be teaching in a class. He will be studying hard during the exam. I will be talking with my best friend. She will be watching a lot of videos. Mom will be cleaning my house this time. They will be traveling by airplane. He will be trying to learn the French language. French means ये फ्रांस में बोला जाता है French language. They will be working in the office. He will be learning a new skill. Some signal words like this time tomorrow, this time next week, etc. When at किसा time at 7 o'clock, at midnight next Monday, in next week, in 3 months, in 5 years, in 2 weeks, in in 3 months, and 5 years time is mentioning. So these are the future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. So which we have taken the some examples. Just practice this example so that you will clear your doubt. Now future perfect tense. In future perfect tense, some examples like I shall have completed the assignment by Monday. So this is not the means native not use this future perfect tense. Okay, native not use. They just change this future perfect tense into other format. So native not use this one. I will tell you what they use, but you have to look the sentences for your clarity. But I will tell you what they use instead of future perfect tense. Okay, now I will tell you. I will give you the examples also. She will have cleaned the house before her father comes. Alex will have submitted the tender by tomorrow. Before I go to see her, she will have left the place. They will have finished making the bridge by January. The storm will have reached by the time we arrive. Mom will have cooked our favorite meal. I will have slept 8 hours. The plant will have grown by then. Not ground, not ground means third form. This is the ground. Okay, na? Not this one. This is incorrect. Henry will have ran by 10 o'clock. Not run, ran, ran. Okay, na? This is. I will give you some examples also in separate video for all the verb forms. So in next video you will learn that one. Will mom have cooked our favorite meal? Henry will not have ran by 10 o'clock. Jenny will not have saved enough money yet. I'll have finished when you arrive. She'll have forgotten everything. She'll have forgotten everything. They won't be finished the car tomorrow. You can call me at work at 8 a.m. I will have arrived at the office by 8. They will be tired when they arrive. They will not have slept for a long time. Mary won't be at home when you arrive. Really, where will she have gone? John will have baked a cake. They will have painted the fence. John will have baked a cake before you arrive. They will have painted the fence before I have a chance to speak to them. By the time you arrive, we will not have finished the meal and the speeches. I will not have I have not have read every magazine in the waiting room before I see the dentist. Dentist means जो दांत का जो डॉक्टर होता है, टीथ डॉक्टर. This is the read and every. This is the two word. This is separate. By mistakenly, it's coming in one frame. So I will not have read every magazine in the waiting room before I see the dentist. By the time you arrive, will we have finished the meal and the speeches? Will I have read every magazine in the waiting room before I see the dentist? Where will the guests have gathered by the time we arrive? When will I have done enough work to make her happy? Other examples like I expect I will have finished my painting before the art collectors arrives. The workers will have finished all the repairs when we return from our vacation. I will have worked on my homework. Hopefully, I will have won the championship by the next time we speak. Boys will have played tennis by then. She will have studied hard during the exam. He will have run 2 kilometers. I will not have spent so much money on clothes. Dad will not have gone to London next week. He will have become the best YouTuber next year. He will have lost all money in 3 days. She will have lost all the mail tomorrow. She will have scored more than 90% in the next semester. I will have played cricket next Sunday. We will have gone to tour this week. Archana will have become a good singer. I will have spent all money this month. So these are some examples, but native not use. Native not use. So I will tell you you can change this one. I will have finished my report at 2 p.m. I will finish my report at 2 p.m. No need to use this present perfect tense. Present perfect you cannot. You can just easily say na in present indefinite. You can easily say I'll finish my report at 2 p.m. I will finishing my report at 2 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna finish my report at 2 p.m. You can use going to in future gonna. We change this one going to in gonna. Okay, so my report is gonna be finished at 2 p.m. Okay, um, I am planning to go finish my report at 2 p.m. So this one not necessary. I'm gonna order a pizza. I'm going to order a pizza. I'm gonna order a pizza. I'm planning to finish my report at 2 p.m. No, you can say this one. Finished my report at 2 p.m. Here, I'm planning to finish in present continuous tense. This is the sentences. We are going to take a walk after class. We are going to take walk after class. She's going to buy a car next week. They are gonna get married in July. So these were the sentences we can use instead of using this present perfect tense. No need to use present perfect tense. Don't be doubt. Just remember some in present tense, present indefinite to present. One second. In present tense, okay. In present tense, present tense. In present tense, what we have to remember? Present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect. In past tense, okay. In past tense. What we have to remember? Past indefinite, okay, past continuous, and past perfect. This one. And in future, what we have to use? Future tense. In future tense, what we have to use? Future indefinite, future sorry, future continuous. That's all. Future indefinite and future continuous, only two. Okay, and in present and past, three just remember, and in future, two this remember. No need to go deeply if you are speaking fluently. If you want to make your communication strong, just focus this one. No need to go deeply. Native also not use. Okay, and if you want to learn everything of English, and in your whole life you will not get. I already told you in the tips and tricks of the English, there is a more than 4 lakh English words. So if you learn two words daily now, it will take 60 years to learn all the languages. So why are you going deeply? No need to go deeply. Just learn whatever is necessary. So uses of gonna, we use the gonna uses. We use gonna instead of future perfect. You can turn going to into gonna when it is helping another main verb. You can't use gonna when going is the main verb. Okay, when going is the main verb, you can't use the same gonna word in the same sentences. Try to use always going to. Try to use going to, not gonna. Gonna comes from going to, and wanna comes from want to. Okay, wanna comes from want to, gonna comes from going to. Remember this one. So some signal words of present perfect, like by tomorrow, by next week, by the end of the year, by this time tomorrow, by this time next week, in 2 weeks, in 5 years. And now we'll take some examples, like when using the word gonna, you are telling someone what you are planning to do at that time, at that moment, or in the near future. In the near future, you are already saying in the near future. So don't say like I'm gonna New York tomorrow. We are gonna coffee shop after class. They are gonna skiing on Saturday. Don't say. So say like I'm going to New York tomorrow. We are going to coffee shop after class. They are going skiing on Saturday. I'm gonna go to New York tomorrow. I'm gonna go to New York tomorrow. We are gonna go to we are gonna go to coffee shop after class. We are gonna go to coffee shop after class. They are gonna go skiing on Saturday. Just look the difference here. With gonna we use go. Okay, with gonna we use go. And this one, how this one is incorrected? Only gonna we are saying I'm gonna New York tomorrow. So use the just look the difference. So instead of using this one wrong sentences, use this one which is correct. I'm going to New York tomorrow. I'm going to coffee shop after class. Okay, going to, use going to. It's a better. Use going to. You will get the differences with the practice. Okay, with practice you will get the differences between gonna and going to. When you have to use gonna, when you have to use going to. So native not speak this future perfect continuous tense. Even they not use future perfect tense, then why they will think about the future perfect continuous tense? They not use. So I will also remember, tell you that don't go in the deep. Just learn whatever I told you. If you really want to improve your communication, if you're really means going deeply, it will take years and years, and you will not be a good speaker. So that's why I'm telling you. I'll have been studying for a whole year this May. Okay, this is the example of future perfect continuous tense for your kind information. Learn what is the future perfect continuous tense, what is the differences. That one is good, but don't go deeply. Don't follow this one. It's gonna be a whole year this May since I have been studying. Native will say like this. They will not use this one. uh, I'll have been going for a whole year this May. It's gonna be a whole year this May since I have been studying. It's gonna be a whole year this May since I'm studying. The duration of my studies is gonna be 1 year this May. Look how different types of sentences native are using. This May marks a whole year since I'm studying. This May marks a whole year since I have been studying. All are correct. सभी sentences सही है. Then why you need to follow only formula? No need to follow the formula only. You can say in different ways. Native, what native says? Native says like this. I will have been living in this town for 10 years. I'll have been. Native would say it's gonna be 10 years since I'm living in this town. So formula person will try to make these sentences and native will easily say this one. आप जब तक सेंटेंस बनाओगे नेटिव बोल देगा ये वाला बात. It's gonna be 10 years since I am living in this town. It's gonna be 10 years since I am living in this town. Uh, Archana will have been working in the entertainment industry for 10 years by the time she gets married. No need to use. When Archana gets married, it's gonna be 10 years since she's been working in the fitness industry. When Archana gets married, she's gonna have 10 years of fitness industry experience behind her. It's gonna be 10 years in the fitness industry for Archana when she gets married. Look, 3 different sentences are created. So you don't need to use only formula. So this is what I want to tell you, that why you should avoid this present future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. You can easily say in different ways. Okay, so just write down if you have any doubt. This pause the video and just write down and watch the whole video if you want to really clear your doubt. मैं आपसे निवेदन करूंगा कि आप कृपया पूरा वीडियो देखें. वीडियो थोड़ी लंबी है बट आपका डाउट क्लियर होगा. जो भी मैंने आपको फार्मूला के साथ एग्जांपल्स बताया, जितना सारा मैं एग्जांपल्स लेकर आया हूँ शायद ही कोई वीडियो में आपको मिलेगा. प्लीज आप वीडियो को अच्छे से देखो, आप वीडियो को समझो, लर्न, लिसन एंड प्रैक्टिस. So definitely you will be clear your doubt. So now we'll take the examples of since and for, how when to use since and for, because with whenever we want to mention time with the present present perfect continuous tense or past perfect continuous tense, when you are showing with time, so you should remember when people use since and for. Okay, for kind information, just learn this one, how you can use this since and for, and when you can use this since and for. This is the very important things which people use in their daily life. So the uses of since, we use since to refer back to a previous point in time. हम किसी टाइम के ऊपर आना चाहते हैं वापस, उस समय हम since का यूज करते हैं. We use since as a preposition with a date, a time or a noun phrase. With a date, time, noun phrase, we use since. It was the band's first live performance since May 1990. Since plus date is showing. So when since is when date is coming of last 1990, 1950, 1989 something. So use since. Okay, use since. Something like which is which happened some in past long years back. So it was the band's first live performance since May 1990. After 1990, it's the first performance. I have been happily married for 26 years since the age of 21. Since plus noun phrase. Since plus noun phrase means I have been happily married for 26 years since the happily married. This is a noun phrase. 20 for 26 years since the age of means 21 ईयर के एज में शादी हुआ उनका. I've been happily married for 26 years. Now they are in 26 years. We also use since as a conjunction to introduce a subordinate clause. It's so long since I saw them. Since plus clause. Since I saw them. I saw them. मैंने देखा था. Means you are telling something, something like which which still you are remembering, like this. Lenny had slept most of the way since leaving Texas. Since leaving Texas. So This is the clause. Okay, this is also clause. He's been back to the office a few times since he retired. Since he retired, after retirement, he is back to the office. So back to a few times. Since refer to a previous point in time. For example, they've lived in Oxford since 2004. 2004 से वो रह रहा था. We use since in past indefinite, past perfect action or event of past. They haven't received any junk mail since they moved house. Since they moved house means in past time you are saying. Past indefinite, past perfect, present perfect. Since with the expression it plus be plus time plus since. It's been years since I rode a bike. It's been years since I rode a bikes. So here you can see means बहुत साल हो गया उसने अभी now he is riding. So like this, it's been years since I rode a bike. It's been years since I have ridden a bike. It's a year since I rode a bike. It's years since I've ridden a bike. I'd been years. It had been a year since I'd ridden a bike. Okay. When since introduces a state in the past that is still continuing in the present. Since I have been back at work, I have been feeling great. We can use since with ing form to refer to time. Since leaving school, he has had 3 or 4 temporary jobs. Since means when you have to means you are saying something like you are putting some time. Since he left school, he has had 3 or 4 temporary jobs. Since moving from Chicago, I have learned how to play a new game called rugby. Okay, rugby, you know that in western countries it's very famous rugby. Since I moved from Chicago, I've learned how to play a new game called rugby. Okay, and here um, here is not I. Here is not I. Here we use I. In two different ways we are using these sentences. Then, as an adverb of time, when the time reference is understood from the context. They bought the house in 2006 and they've done a lot of work on it since then, since 2006. When I was young, I had a little collie dog, but one day he bit me really badly. I have hated dogs and ever since. So this one the next example of this is the formula I'm taking in the in bold form. His father doesn't talk to him. They had an argument a couple of years ago, and they haven't spoken since. Since they had the argument, we use it to give a reason for something. Since now we'll take some examples like uh, Sin had no reason to take a taxi since his flat was near enough to walk to. Since her husband hated a holiday so much, she decided to go on her own. They couldn't deliver the parcel since no one was there to answer the door. Since he was ill, he did not attend my birthday party. Since I was poor, I had to sacrifice my dream. So we'll take some easiest example like uses of since like uh, 2019 or 2010, 1984, 1970. This is some date. Before this date, we can use since 1984, since 1996, Monday, Tuesday, etc. Since Monday, since Tuesday, like this. Then January, February, before January and February, since January, since 6 o'clock, since 8 o'clock, since end of last century, since now perfect and perfect continuous tense only we use. Then point of time, here we use since, and we don't use since with period of time. She's been on the phone since hours not correct. She's been on the phone on the phone for hours. Okay, 4 hours. Since hours no, because here is not showing any particular period of time. Okay, so it's here it's showing hours only. Don't know how many hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, or how many hours. Only hours is mentioning. Okay, so since typical error, don't use below incorrect sentences. We will take some errors and their correct form also. So incorrect. She was waiting since 4 hours. No, she was waiting for 4 hours. I've been swimming from I was 3 years old. I've been swimming from the age of three. I have been swimming since I was 3 years old. Or in incorrect word, incorrect sentence. I think I should have my money back once I didn't have what was promised in the brochure. So I think I should have my money back since I didn't have what was promised in the brochure. It's a long time ago. Your last letter. It's a long time since your last letter. Since your last letter. He's out of the coffee since your last phone. He has been out of the coffee since you last phoned. Mr. Jones is employed by the company since September 2016. Mr. Jones has been employed by the company since September 2016. We want to coffee. We want the office to start operating since now or by the end of the June at the latest. No, we want to the office to start operating from now or by the end of the June at the latest. So not use unnecessary sins. Just remember this one, where to use and where not to use. I will be in the bar since 7 o'clock this evening. I will be in the bar from 7 o'clock this evening. He worked at Microsoft since 2003 to 2006. Not correct. He worked at Microsoft from 2003 to 2006. Remember why this is incorrect and why it is correct. Note down and practice this one. So you know, no need to use unnecessary. Just use where it's important. So every time no need to use. Now, for examples, we'll take we have been married since 1995. I have worked since here since 2008. She's lived in New York since 2014. They have been here since 4 p.m. We have had that cold since last month. He's taken part in 4 conference calls since 9:30. They have argued ever since they came back from their honeymoon. Since I met Astrid, I have tried to learn German. It's been ages since we went to the sea on holiday. He have been complaining ever since you arrived. He's had a car since he started walking. It hasn't rained since we reopened the school. It hasn't rained since we reopened the school. It has been raining since 8 o'clock. I have been suffering from a fever since midnight. Okay, these were the since uses. Please watch this video again and again so you will learn. And because if you just if note down this one, note down in your book, revise this one and practice with everyone so that you will remember for your whole life. If you just watch and just close, then you will not remember. इसे आप अपने नोटबुक में लिखो, प्रैक्टिस करो, एटलीस्ट बार बार इसे प्रैक्टिस करो, वीकली वाइज इसे देखते रहो, रिवीजन देते रहो, so that one day you will be you will remember in future and you will not forget in future. So just revision this one and use in your daily life. Now we will take the four uses of for. So we use for with a period of time in the past, present, or future. For refers to period of time, that is 3 years, 4 hours, ages, a long time, month, years. For example, he lived in Oxford for 3 years and then he moved. It's a complete means sentence when you read, you can imagine that it's already done in the past. They have lived in Oxford for a couple of months, begin in the past and continues into the present. We are going to stay in Oxford for 3 days, and then we are going to London for a day. This is the feature. The sentence is referring to feature, and we use for with a period of time. For example, for 2 hours, for 8 hours, for a long time. We have been married for 22 years. We have had this car for 3 months. She's worked there for 10 years. They have lived here for 40 years. He's played with that toy 4 hours. It hasn't sold for 4 years. It hasn't sold 4 years में सालों तक ये नहीं दिखा नहीं दिखाई दिया. For duration, there is a lovely open air pool near us. We usually go there for a couple of hours in the evening when it's warm enough. I attended the season for 1 year only. She has been walking for 5 hours. The children have been playing cricket for 2 hours. And but we can also use for with other verb tenses. For examples, uh, we are staying in the mountains for 10 days. It's a present continuous for 10 days. She lived in Japan for 3 years in simple past. Um, I will be at reception for a few minutes. Simple future. They normally study for an hour, then have a break. Present indefinite. In December, we will have been married for 25 years. Future perfect. So now you can understand how you can use this for with different tenses. So if you, for is very important. So there are too many uses of for. Okay, so just look this one look this examples. So we use for to talk about a purpose or a reason for something, like I'm going for some breakfast, I'm really hungry. She leaves on Friday for a 15-day cruise around the Mediterranean is a place name. I wear these old trousers for painting. In question also we often use the what. Uh, what are you here for? What are they doing it for? And someone, for someone also we use. She bought a teapot for her sister. Mike Cranham and his staff at the hotel cook for 800 people a day on average. I am really happy for you. This is for you. My life is for my country. That's too much work for you. And something specify the use of something, like she is preparing for her final exam. I will give you my phone for 10,000. These books are available for 100 each. You are bad for a beginner. You are tall for your age. And some other example, like some other example we will take, like after a negative we can use for and in with the same meaning. So like I haven't seen him in 5 years, or for 5 years. Okay. For exchange also we use, I got 124 euros for 100 pounds at today's exchange rate. 2 for 2 pounds or 1 pound 36 each. For in multi-word verb also. She's been caring for her mother for years. It's not a good time to look for it now. We have to go. And some uses of for, like 2 years, 5 years, etc., 3 months, 5 months, etc., 7 days, 10 days, or 4 hours, 6 hours, for 10 hours, for 45 minutes, for 50 minutes, for 10 minutes. In simple continuous perfect past continuous we use this all tenses where for is referred to period of time. So what we learned in this video, we learned about the tense. We learned about the tense with formula. I told you tense formula. Okay, you learned formula of all tenses. You learned about the examples. I gave you the good examples, a lot of examples, so that you can clear your doubt and you can use your these tenses in your daily life with your friends, family, relatives, or known person or unknown person, with anyone. I'll tell you use this tenses, make the tenses with unknown person, because they will only look your face, they will only listen to your voice, they will not go deeply that oh man you are wrong. मीन्स पीपल विल ओनली मेक फन इफ यू, जब आप गलत करोगे लोग आपका मजाक उड़ाएंगे, आपको बोलेंगे, बट यू हैव टू मेक यू फन बीस। अगर आपको मजाक बन के आप आओगे तो आप बहुत सारी चीज सीख पाओगे। इट्स बेटर टू कीप क्वाइट, चुप रहने से अच्छा है कि कम से कम अपना मजाक बनकर आप सीख कर तो बाहर निकल जाओगे एक दिन। वो जो बंदे मजाक कर रहे हैं, हु इज मेकिंग यू फन, दे विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट नाउ यू आर नॉट दैट टाइप ऑफ पर्सन, यू completely changed. So at least start speaking with the person who is really serious, or talk with the customer care, talk with unknown person, talk with anyone, whoever is whoever around you. So tenses I told you, and the other thing is what, and I also told you that uses of gonna, when we use the gonna, and the since and for use. Okay, since and for, where we use since and for. So this one we covered with lot of examples and deeply we discussed. So hope you like this video, and please subscribe this video, and just practice and practice and practice. Okay, so I'm just completing my video, and I'm just closing this session, and I hope you are good, and uh, जस्ट टेक केयर एंड खुश रहो और ख्याल रखो अपना। मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। जय हिंद।